Who's the next Bucky? Who is the next Bucky Irving? I'll tell you right now that it might be one of these three gentlemen on screen. Croskey-Merritt, a.k.a. Bill, a.k.a. JCM, a.k.a. Little Bill. Bashal Tutin, the rookie running back in that Jacksonville Jaguars, probably very potent rushing attack that produced Bucky Irving. Probably one of the most obvious choices would be a Liam Cohen running back in Jacksonville because of the fact that he created Bucky Irving. And then Tank Bigsby. ETN's not on this list. I'm not saying ETN can't be a good player. Not saying ETN can't climb back into our good graces. But right now, I believe that there's a strong possibility, not locked into just these guys. We've got the midseason monster list to consider when we're looking at the next Bucky Irving. All these guys have consideration here. But right now, in this current moment in time, I'm pretty much feeling like, well, actually, I got to make a decision. We went ahead and started one of these drafts here on the clock here. Went running back. Let's see what wide receivers are available to us here. It got a little thin. Maybe we go with... Oh! Let's take a gamble on Rashee Rice. Let's just take a little gamble on it. We got to swing back around. Who do we pick with this next pick? Then I'm going to hit the intro. Do we go a little Travis Hunter, a little early Travis Hunter? Do we go McLaurin? Do we go George Pickens? How are we going to make this zero wide receiver through 3 rounds work? Let's put Travis Hunter in here and do it live, the Fantasy Football Show. Hopefully we get another wide receiver flipping around. Running back's tough from the 2 spot. We're going to do it live. We're going to draft together as well. This is just one draft I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do the next one with you all. Make sure you hit promo code Smitty. That link is in the live chat pinned right now. The Fantasy Football Show begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe one of the next potential breakout running backs, possibly the next Bucky Irving, is in this group right here. One of these 2 running backs in Jacksonville playing under Liam Cohen, who again is the one that created Bucky Irving. Liam Cohen, the OC in Tampa, turning that Tampa system into a marvel. Goes over to Jacksonville and has Tank Bigsby, Bashal Tutin, who he drafted. So a lot of intrigue there. And then ETN, who's potentially on the trade block in the next time we mention somebody on the trade block. That will be the guy I think we mentioned. Right now, officially, Brian Robinson Jr. in Washington is, well, we should say officially the news suggests that he is, but we haven't quite, gotten confirmation by the team. But I think the next trade block person we talk about is ETN. So if ETN gets traded or doesn't get traded, he's clearly falling out of favor. If Brian Robinson Jr. gets traded or doesn't get traded, clearly he's falling out of favor. The starting running back in Washington, even if, let's say, Eckler, got the go at the beginning, it's Croskey-Merritt's job to lose. This is the guy that Adam Peters, the best GM in the entire National Football League, pinpointed as the future starter of this team. And he's quick, he has good hands, he has good elusive skills. Go YouTube Croskey-Merritt after we're done with the show and just watch the man wiggle. He is a phenomenal prospect that can catch the damn ball. Playing in a JD5 led offense, he's going to go ballistic. This is potentially the next Bucky Irving. Now I think Bashal Tutin and Tank Bigsby you have to cuff together, but Tank is, and I'll go over their stats in a second, they're kind of rotating who they're throwing out there with the ones. Everybody got confused walking out of week number 1 of the preseason because ETN led the starters, went on the team with the starters, and appeared to be the starter in name. But this thing gets complicated, and teams and coaches do rotate different preseason games, so you can't really draw too many conclusions. Bashal Tutin rushed 10 times for 35 yards and 1 touchdown and caught 1 pass on his 1 target for 6 yards in the Jaguars preseason week 2 game against the Saints. Then you have Bashal Tutin, Bigsby. Bigsby rushed 2 times for 6 yards and caught 1 of 1 target for 19 yards, looked explosive. And so week 2 was all, Bigsby and Tutin, whereas week 1 of the preseason felt very much like, oh man, ETN's taken back over. And just to keep you all updated here, Brian Thomas Jr., 2 of 4 targets, 8 yards, and 1 rushing attempt for 2 yards. Very important to talk about that rushing attempt. I think Liam Cohen's going to use these wide receivers in tremendous ways. We're almost on the clock here. Let me swing back over, and we will probably grab, let's see here. We got a lot of good options here. Going RB. Let's take, let's go with Igbuka. So we got Rice, Hunter, Igbuka. This guy right here, I don't know what he's going to do. Diggs is there, Judy's there, Patrick Mahomes is there, Chris Olave's there. He could go in 100 different directions. If he takes Debo, we'll go ahead and grab Mahomes. If he leaves Debo, we're going to go ahead. There we go. I could take Mahomes or Debo here. Chat, vote on it real quickly. We got 14 seconds with about an 8-second YouTube delay. I think we'll go ahead and grab Debo, even though we have Rashee Rice, and the stack will be nice. We're gonna load up on these wide receivers and make sure we stay competitive with this team. What did everybody say? Debo, Mahomes, Mahomey, Debo. Kind of split, little lean toward Mahomes from you guys. But with this wide receiver room, I'm feeling like that was the right decision. I feel like that was the right decision. And hard to say how this is going to pencil out on the way back. But this is pretty freaking amazing wide receiver room considering. You know, Hunter, Igbuka, Debo, and Rice, you know, given that I went Bijan, Kyron, and Hendy. Feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, I couldn't go wrong going Mahomes or going Debo. I assume this Kelsey drafter is not going to let Mahomes slip past him if for any reason Mahomes doesn't make it back around. And because he grabbed Kelsey, I'm sure that he's going to grab Mahomes. But we'll see. You never know if Mahomes makes it back around to the 8.12. It's happened before. It may happen again. Man, feeling pretty good about this. We'll be drafting here in a minute. If anybody wants to Bo Nix before Mahomes, and I thought I was going to get Bo Nix probably at least. And Bo Nix goes, who does he have? Sutton. I guess he's trying to stack that. Mahomes going to the guy at the 12th spot. Okay, so we'll see what happens when it comes back around here. I don't mind going a little light at the quarterback position. Not to mention, I'm going to potentially grab Kyle Pitts and Penix Jr. as my QB and tight end combo, and so I'm not done trying to stack this up. I could also take T-Law later. I could potentially grab May if I wanted to. I don't mind doing some sort of running back quarterback stack, especially when Bijan's going to catch maybe 6 touchdowns this year, especially when I think that Travis Hunter is going to be, you know, phenomenal. We got super chat rolling in here. This one from Chubbs, appreciate you. Smitty is the GOAT. Garrett Wilson, MHJ Hampton, or Jaden Daniels. If it's one QB, I'm not going Jaden Daniels when those guys are on the board, but I do love them when those guys are all gone and we're sitting there looking at QBs and saying, why not? You know, I don't love these options. I'm going to say Hampton, Garrett Wilson, MHJ, then JD5. That's what I'm going to say. Bond to the moon, maybe. We hope so. We like Bond a lot. Bond is a player I had as prospected higher than his counterpart. And honestly, I think Matthew Golden's a good player, but I had Bond higher. And you can say whatever you want on that. If you're a Matthew Golden fan, I realize that's going to sting, but that's okay. That's how we do it. Let's see here. Evan Ingram is there. I don't mind that, even if we don't have the stack. Kind of feel like this is the best player on the board, and I'm a big advocate of best player available. I'm going to go Evan Ingram. That is the best. That's a top 5 tight end right there. So pretty solid team. Kind of unusual build compared to what I normally build. And I just wanted to try the running back with you guys in a best ball draft, which is always, you know, such a taboo move for people. Like, you can't go running back. You can't even go running back with people acting like you don't know what you're doing. On the clock here, Fields is a nice pick here, but I think I'm going to keep marching on down the ADP, looking for a better value. I feel like Charbonnet is a fantastic running back to add to this arsenal here. By the way, I didn't even mention that this is a marathon. I should have mentioned that. So this is a marathon. Whoever has the most points at week 17's end wins the entire prize, and then second place gets the second place prize. But this is a marathon. This is not Eliminator. This is not Best Ball Mania. This is not head-to-head matchups whatsoever. This is a marathon. Whoever scores the most points week 17's end will win the big prize. So there's a lot of firepower here with this crew, which is another reason why I let Mahomes go, just so I could shore up the wide receiver room quite a bit. Thank you, 17, for the $5 hauler. I don't see a message attached, but I appreciate you anyway, my boy, dropping a support for the channel. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, pal. Okay, 1.11, 12 team PPR, T-Law, MHJ, T-Mac, HN, Genty, Hendy, Ingram, Warren, JMO, Ricky, Parasol, Bigsby, Mims, Trey, Harris got sniped, but a lot, but how are you feeling plus any moves? I like the team a little bit. I don't know if I love the quarterback situation. I like T-Law, but not as your starter. MHJ, T-Mac, HN, Genty, Hendy, yeah, really good team. I think the only thing I'm trying to upgrade is that quarterback spot. I would sacrifice Pretty Ricky or JMO to get, because I like Mims a lot, to get that quarterback upgraded. You're talking about Nix or Mahomes or even a Penix Jr., bro. I'm not Ricky Parasol, Penix Jr. and something. You could probably get Penix Jr. and something. Go see what anybody has along those lines. I really like the team. I don't mind it past that one piece. 10-team PPR, Triple H acquired. How did I do? May, Gibbs, Bucky, Rice, Garrett Wilson, Warren. Flex is Hampton, Hendy, nice. Bench, Harvey, Pickens, Pitts, Penix Jr. Couldn't have been better. Ricky Parasol and croskey-merritt. I think you smashed the draft, my boy. You absolutely smashed it. You crushed it. That's a great draft. And it's frustrating having Harvey on the bench, isn't it? And Pickens. You could definitely do some trading, but you might not need to, because what are you going to upgrade your QB a little bit? If you could use maybe later on. You could throw Penix in there, though. I think I start Penix instead of May right now. That could change, but croskey-merritt might gain you some value. Pickens could maybe get you something. Harvey, obviously, I don't want you to trade Harvey, but if you could upgrade to a monster quarterback, I'm definitely considering that. That's the only move for you, is to consider that quarterback upgrade. Past that, you're looking fan-freaking-tastic. Another message here from C-Dub. Appreciate you. Is 5th round PPR too early to go Mahomes? Not in non-best ball. It's fine. In best ball, he's going a lot later, but in non-best ball, no problem whatsoever. Should I drop Jalen Warren for JCM? Absolutely. I would. Is it risky? Everything's risky, but definitely would do that. All right, I got the super chats caught up. Let me just real quickly swing back over here and just give you a final thought on this as we're talking, and we'll open the phone lines. Tank Bigsby feels like the lead dog in Jacksonville. All of the camp reports and everything coming from camp was that the rushing attack was going through Tank Bigsby the entire time, the entire camp. And I don't think anything changed. I think Liam Cohen's testing out ETN, seeing if he gets some trade value out of him, et cetera, et cetera. But this is one of those, scenarios where, hold on, I'm on the clock here. We're go to RB. I'm going to go Kyle Pitts here. Because I as much as I want to go, oh man, this is really tough. Let me see. 140. When's my next pick? 140. I might have to make this pick here because the ADP of the guy I'm going to take, next is going to be expiring before my draft slot. So I kind of got to grab him here. I've got no quarterback yet. This team is fantastic. I didn't have to go Kyle Pitts because I had Ingram, but I want the Pitts and Penix stack. And while I very, very much love a couple of these other options, I like Mims a lot. I love Tank Bigsby here, and he's the man of the hour. I need that quarterback situation secured up, and his ADP will expire one pick before it comes back to me. So far the team is looking pretty stellar. Bijan Robinson, Kyren, Trey Henderson, Rashee Rice, Travis Hunter, Igbuka, Deebo Samuel, Ingram, Zach Charbonnet, Kyle Pitts, Penix Jr. Feeling pretty solid about this squad. I don't mind it at all. And real quickly, back over here before we hit the phone lines. Phone lines will be open. Tank Bigsby, everything went through Tank in camp. And then when we hit preseason week 1, ETN was getting buzz. ETN's running with the ones. Why is that? Everybody's confused. They're showcasing him to probably trade him. And they're probably seeing, what does he have? Let's see what happens. But the fact that camp, the whole entire time, the offense was said to go through Tank Bigsby, it's Bigsby's job to lose, in my opinion. And if it's not, it's Tootin. And if Bigsby doesn't, if he fails, or if he, let's say Etienne does grab a hold of the job because Tank failed already in the eyes of the coach in practice, and we don't know about that yet, something happened, who knows, then Tootin's eventually starting games. If you could only grab one player, you got to grab Tootin. But if you could only grab two players, you grab Tank and Tootin. And if you want to lock down the most likely next Bucky Irving, at least right now, it's croskey-merritt or these two together. You don't want to try and risk it going with one Tootin or just one Tank. And you don't necessarily need all Etienne, Tank, and Tootin, but I've done that a lot in best ball. And if Etienne gets traded, it could turn into a whole nother running back situation for you. And you get two starting running backs for one. Where could Etienne go? Chicago, Houston. Tough to say. If Brian Robinson Jr. gets traded, is it croskey-merritt, or could they acquire Ken Walker or Etienne and we get thrown for a loop? Anything can happen, but I'll tell you this, Adam Peters knows ball. Adam Peters is the best GM in football. This Washington Commander GM drafted and scouted croskey-merritt for a reason. He scouted George Kittle. He scouted Brock Purdy. He's the one that found all the talent in San Francisco, especially the later talent. He is a mastermind. He comes over, takes JD5. He knows what he's doing. Takes Ben Sinnott. That's maybe the next George Kittle. Keep an eye on Ben Sinnott. Don't give up on him yet because Ertz never got hurt last year like he normally does. And so Sinnott didn't get a chance. And sometimes tight ends develop slowly. But Ben Sinnott, he has a plan. Adam Peters has a plan. And croskey-merritt is so elusive, so quick. And with Brian Robinson, news that Brian Robinson Jr. is on the trade block, they're clearly moving on from Brian Robinson Jr. And even if they don't get rid of him, even if there's no market, I do think there's not going to be that big of a market for Brian Robinson Jr. It's a clear message and shot over the bow that this is now going to be croskey-merritt's team. Even if Eckler starts off as a guy that's going to maybe start at first or share carries with them, it's mid-seasons where it's really going to take off. And we're on the clock here in a second. Let me swing back over to the draft. Jaden Blue, we got Ray Davis, we got Dylan Sampson, we got Bashal Tootin. I love Bashal. We're gonna let's see here. Bashal with the facial. Boom. Right at that 12 pick, doing it live. So right here is an example of where I couldn't grab both of them because I had to get what I believe to be necessary for this team to be as good as I want it to be. Let me go over to the wide receiver column and see what we can cook up here. Who's standing out as a must grab? It's getting kind of thin at the wide receiver room here. Maybe I just go another RB here. Maybe go another quarterback. I think I'll just go Bryce Young here, just to double up. Make sure I feel secure at the QB position. They're both different bye weeks. I got Penix Jr. and Bryce Young. Normally not my cup of tea for a quarterback room. I'm usually a little bit more heavy hitting, but I love this team so far. It's pretty wild. Not my style, not something I would draft over and over and over. But this is crazy. Mo Ballin says I draft the same guys every time. Bro, this is a very wild team. I mean, there are some repeat offenders on here, but this is a very wild team. This is not a style I normally draft. Let's see here. We got Rockout still. Yeah, Rockout is killing the game. He's day 25, 12,000 steps. Rockout blew away with the wind. He's dropping so many LBs just walking around. Bashal with the facial at the last pick. So we got Bijan, we got Bijan, Kyron Williams, Trey Henderson, Rashee Rice, Travis Hunter, Egbuka, Deebo Samuel, Evan Ingram, Zach Charbonnet. This is a marathon. Not my favorite team I've ever assembled, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. After Egbuka, Deebo Samuel, Ingram, Charbonnet, Kyle Pitts, Penix Jr., Bashal Tootin, and Bryce Young. Okay. All right, let's see if we can. We may be able to go one more RB, and you know who I'm looking at. Did somebody snag him already? Yeah, croskey-merritt already got snagged. Well, that's all right. I thought maybe he'd fall. His ADP is around I want to say like 160, 170, but you don't know where his ADP is going to be now. So croskey-merritt. Good rule of thumb, you get into the 12th round, you might not see him in round 13. Wow. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We got Tootin. We got one of the potential. It would have been nice to get two of them. It would have been nice to really get all three, Bigsby, Tootin, and croskey-merritt in this draft. But I think we're even kind of good at running back. So we got one of them. We got Tootin. That's fine. Dante Thornton, I don't mind that. Pat Bryant looks good. Torrey Horton is banged up right now, but still a potential, monster in the making. I'll probably grab Tesla later. I think he's a fantastic grab. Tight end, I don't have a backup yet. I kind of like Isaiah Likely, even though he's going to miss some time. I really think that he's a solid option when you get this late into a draft because people are avoiding him. But I'll go Dante Thornton. I need kind of some upside. I still love him. He may not be as potent as we think right out of the gate, but we haven't seen much from the starters of any team, so it's hard to really know what the pecking order is going to look like. Nobody's getting in a rhythm. People are playing 1 and 2 series. Hard to really say. We'll go Dante Thornton here. Next pick could be potentially Torrey Horton if I wanted to grab another wide receiver. I'd probably say, looking at this, Penix Jr., Bryce Young, I got Bijan, Kyren, Trey Henderson, Zach Charbonnet, Bashal Tootin, Kyle Pitts and Ingram. We're good there. Did I say Likely still there? Likely's gone. Let's go with another wide receiver and just keep stacking here. We'll go Pat Bryant. I do like Pat Bryant a lot. We got Ingram already. So Pat Bryant, Ingram, looking good. Looking good. Not bad. All right, let's move this up. We'll be drafting together in a second, so just hang tight. Phone lines are open. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
We got a super chat here from, let's see here. We got a $9 hauler from Isaac. What do you think about this trade in the 8-team full PPR? Brian Thomas Jr. for Bucky. I think it's, and Tet McMillan. I think it's pretty good. I think I probably would maybe, it's an 8-man, so the running backs are important to me. Let's see, you got CD, Ladd, Igbuka, Kyren, Brees, Caleb. I mean, you're pretty balanced. So I don't know. I guess I'd probably take it, but it's pretty close. It is pretty close. There's a world where I don't want to do that, and there's a world where I do. And I think I could mix it up in one league. I would say yes to that. In another league, I wouldn't. Just kind of need both. Lean on both sides of that. They're just because Bucky is as valuable to me and quietly as valuable to me as BTJ. I want that extra Tet McMillan piece. Then you can flip that if you want to, because he's got tons of good value right now trade wise. Smitty, I don't know how I did. Dak, Kyren, Walker, Brees, Jamar Chase, Pickens, Hunter, Igbuka, Diggs, Kraft, and Warren. I think you did pretty good. I don't think you got a lot of trade pieces other than Jamar Chase, because everybody else you're going to have to sell lower than I think they're worth, because I like them. They're just a little undervalued. So Walker and Brees are kind of hard to sell. I like Brees a lot. Walker's a little bit sketchy without Charbonnet. I don't know whether I would have done that without Charbs. That's pretty risky. So I don't know. Be tempted to trade maybe a Diggs and maybe Walker together to get something. That was kind of where I would go, and just keep taking stabs at like Harvey and Hampton and Hendy and those boys. I think that would be probably a smart move if I was you. This caller here, 508, you're live. What's your name and where you calling from?
It's Travis.
Huh?
It's Travis.
Oh, I don't know why it didn't show your name. I probably just have to restart my computer, but what do you think of this team? It's not my traditional squad for sure, and I wanted to try triple RB's hard in a wide receiver heavy best ball format, but what do you think of the team?
read it off again real quick if you have a chance.
Let me make a pick here, and then I will. Hold on 1 second. What do we have? We had 2 quarterbacks. We had 2 tight ends, all different bye weeks. We're kind of good at running back. Let's go with Torrey Horton. And then with our 17th round pick, maybe, who do we have as a backup QB? There's nobody really left. There's Shador, there's Milroe. We could grab one of those guys in the final round. Let me go to RB. I could go Keaton Mitchell here if I wanted. Running backs are Bajan, Kyron, Henderson, Charbonnet, Tootin. Wide receivers are Rice, Travis Hunter, Igbuka, Debo, Dante Thornton, Pat Bryant, Torrey Horton. I'm going to probably go... timeout, so I guess I'll go Mitchell. Damn it. I don't have to go backup QB if I want to come back and grab a wide receiver. I was looking for I wonder if we're in unfriendly territory here. This is the second time a guy's grabbed one of the guys that I usually grab like 2 rounds early, and he's grabbing both of them. That's just kind of a coincidence. That's right. Friendly fire. We're among friends. We're among friends, people. So what do you think of the team? Let me read it off to you and tell me what you think. It goes a little something like this. Bajan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Trey Henderson. So triple RB in a wide receiver heavy best ball draft is very tough sledding. Rashee Rice, Travis Hunter, Igbuka, Debo.
Yeah.
And then Evan Ingram, Zach Charbonnet, Kyle Pitts, Penix Jr., Bashal Tootin, Bryce Young. And,
I think you're in pretty good shape.
And then Thornton, Pat Bryant, Torrey Horton, Keaton Mitchell, and then probably take Milroe or maybe a wide receiver like A.D. Mitchell. Royals is there if I wanted to do that because I got Rice. Chisholm if we wanted to go something different that most people wouldn't even draft, so we'd have like an extra X factor. Or go quarterback Milroe because I only have the 2 quarterbacks.
You just got the 1 pick left?
1 pick left, yeah. And the problem, though, with that, if I go to my wide receivers, they're pretty good, though. I mean, I'll have maybe no Rashee Rice, so let's eliminate him for a second and just say Hunter, Igbuka, Debo. There's 3. And they all have different bye weeks. All of those guys do. Rice, Hunter, Igbuka, Debo all have different bye weeks. So it's actually pretty beautifully laid out.
This is a marathon, you said?
The marathon, yeah.
So the points together.
All the points matter. Yeah, all the points matter. There's no winning a week and you're good. So but my wide receivers are as follows. Rice, Hunter, Igbuka, Debo, Thornton, Pat Bryant, Horton. Am I better off taking Milroe so that I don't just have Penix Jr. and Bryce Young? Different bye weeks. But is Milroe not necessarily going to help me enough? Do I just say give me Royals to protect Rice?
I was going to say, even if you missed a week at quarterback, it's not necessarily the end of the world because it's total points. So this would be the draft to do it if you think those 2 positions are open. Otherwise, I lean 3 quarterbacks all the time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Royals here. We'll probably do that instead. And then we'll start another draft, everyone, so hang tight. Travis, hang tight.
Get the likes up.
Yeah, get the likes up. Okay, yeah, Travis is right. We need 100 likes. We have 72. We just need 100 likes to start the next draft. 500 people in the building. 500 people in the building. We can do it. Hit that. Just everybody hit the thumb up button. Yeah, let's go ahead and go Royals. It makes sense. I'm going to protect that Rashee Rice value. And, good team. Not my favorite team, honestly. And I think going running back is a little bit tougher to pull off. I think you'd have to almost burn like 4 tries at it to get like 1 or 2 that you really love. Which is kind of, sometimes you got to put in the work. Sometimes you got to take that risk to get that strategy that's going to win it all to work. Sometimes it's not just, this one usually works every time and I love my team. Sometimes you need to go against the grain to have that wild team that shouldn't have fallen. It all went just right. And you got to spend $5, 10 different times to get the perfect team. So it just kind of depends on. Let me go to this caller real quickly. David, whatever your name, Eric, David, Sam, you're live. What can I do for you?
Hey, a couple questions. One, what was your favorite football team? And two, I know you're high on Genty, but don't you think he's risky for like a first round or second round? I see like 5 or 6 running backs I might trust more. Receivers that are, I think he's on a bad offense. And I know you're going to tell me to take a lap and everything, but
Call terminated.
I'm not going to tell you to take a lap. I'm just going to hang up on you. We go through this too much. You got to stop listening to whoever's feeding you that nonsense, bro. The Raiders are just a bad... You don't know what the Raiders are. Yeah. Stop talking about the Raiders' offense last year. Bro, it rained yesterday. Are you worried? It's sunny today. It's not going to rain today. And it rained yesterday, and you're worried about the rain. It rained yesterday. It's sunny today. I'm still worried about the rain yesterday. We can't stop. You got to stop talking about the Raiders as if you know what they are. Risky in the first round, or did he say second round? Risky in the first and second round? You think I'm going to yell at you? I'm going to hang up?
Finish him.
Unbelievable. His dad should take away his phone. He's using his dad's phone. He should take away his phone. Go ahead, Travis. First of all, what do you think about if you had to rank as the next Bucky Irving? If you had to rank Bill, Tootin, or Bigsby as 3 separate players, where you rank? He's in chat. Give me your rank as well. Bill, Tootin, Bigsby. Put them in order of the likelihood of being the next Bucky Irving. If you had to choose between these 3 guys, rank your order. Go.
So I'd have Bigsby third, and then with JCM, Bill, I'd probably put him first right now because of the offense he's in, situation he's in. But Tootin, the more I see him, the more I like. If you like look into what he ranks with, like 4.340, I swear he has like a ridiculous vertical and broad jump numbers. He's in like top percentile. And then when you get into like the missed forced tackles per attempt or per snap and all that, he has all those measurables that Bucky hits.
Yeah. So does Bigsby though. Bigsby does too. But yeah, that's why ETN's out of the picture for me, is that ETN's Rashad White. Tootin and Bigsby have the force missed tackle, capability.
Yeah, and
flip tackles, and Tootin's the guy that he drafted. So your order is Bill, Tootin, Bigsby?
I think so. I could see myself flip-flopping on Bill and Tootin, though. And me putting Bigsby third isn't because I don't like him, but I think the other 2 can do more in the passing game than Bigsby can. I'm not saying Bigsby can't play in the passing game, but those 2 guys are just seem to be, through the roof with what they could do. And like I said, the Tootin, the missed forced tackles and all that stuff just lines up with Bigsby. It's kind of eerie how close they are with, being elite in those areas when you start to dig into it.
The Bigsby disrespect is crazy, chat. Who's I know you're not talking about me, bro. I know you're not doing a show on it. I know you're not talking about me. There's no way you're talking about me. Did somebody in the chat say something negative? Because I know... Yeah, I know you're not talking about me. I'm sorry. What did you say, Travis? God, they merge those calls. The most what? The 3 most what?
I was just saying you're putting these 3 as the most likely to be the next Bucky. How is that disrespected?
Maybe he's talking about somebody in the chat. I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about. This is like earlier. Someone commented on my Instagram video when I posted the Bill video, and he's like, Smitty, the video said right here in the breaking news, the whole video, it said that Brian Robinson Jr. potentially on the trade block, JCM to the moon. And he comes into my comments and he's like, Smitty, breaking news. In that video, breaking news, Brian Robinson Jr. might be traded. He's like, do people not pay attention? Does anybody watch anything anymore? Does anybody read or listen or hear anymore? I don't know. All right. Everybody drop a $1 bill emoji for Bill. Drop a bill emoji. Do it live. Let me hit these super chats phone line, and then I'll be right with you. Everybody mute. $5 hauler says Raiders are super risky. We don't even know who the starter is. He's playing off a caller that called in and started to argue with me about the Raider thing as well. And he's just anybody that's new. That's just a running joke on the channel. All right, let's hit these supers and do it live. Sam, appreciate you, Sam. Sam says someone took JCM in the first round in an underdog draft I did earlier. Don't know if he was trolling or driving the ADP up. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, how do you? He must have queued him and then walked away. He had to have. There's no way you would throw your money down the drain. And if you think you're doing some sort of, I could get the draft canceled to get my money back. Like, let's say somebody's like, I only want to draft from the 4 slot. And they think they're not going to leave you on the platform if you're disrupting the platform. Let's see here. We got Smitty. It was redraft. I have Henderson and Hampton. Just dropped Warren for JCM. Nice job. To the moon. Great job, my boy. Great job. Yep. Smashing it, my boy. Dynasty, 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 flex, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. I got Allen, Bucky, Brees, Neighbors, Nico, Puka, London. Grandma League, love it. I play in a Grandma League too. Do not worry. That doesn't mean anything negative. Should I be shopping Brees or Puka? I probably would. I would be actively shopping. What I would do is target players you really love, but try and ask about other players on that team and then just kick around ideas and say, ask for their best player. Like, I want Bijan. They're like, I'm not trading Bijan. I want, Jamar Chase. I don't want to trade Jamar Chase. Okay. Well, who else do you got? Then they list their players and they list the guy you want. You're like, well, here's what I would do or whatever. But the anchors that I would go to look at, or if you're not going to talk to somebody, if you're just sending offers and you don't have, their phone number or anything, I would say, going after you got London already, going after a BTJ, going after a Hendy, going after a Hampton, going after a Harvey, and then placing another player from the roster by combing through the roster to make it a 2-for-1 for Puka is what makes sense for me. I'm also worried about Neighbors. So you drafted. I like Nico. I like London. I love Bucky. I love Josh Allen. London's amazing. But Neighbors concerns me. Brees has a little risk, but we like it. But you're drafting a bunch of risky players together. And I'm not saying that Neighbors, Puka, and Brees are going to fail you. All three could explode and be league winners for you. But there's a lot of inherent risk in Neighbors and Puka together just because of their styles of play. The fact that you've got, a back injury, a shoulder injury, and a toe that needs and requires surgery already in the concussion last year. Neighbors is just getting banged up by a lot of hospital balls being delivered to his direction. And even if we like Dart a lot, we have to remember Dart's still going to deliver a lot of hospital balls as he learns to read defenses. You can't just take a preseason game and go, oh, Dart's never going to have a problem. And Dart's not even the guy yet. So, but I would shop Brees and Puka. Definitely BTJ comes to mind. Hendy, Kyron Williams comes to mind. Maybe Brees and Kyron swap somehow. Maybe they have a receiver that is like BTJ under Puka that you could swap. Something like that. I don't know. You'd have to take a look at their team. But definitely love the team. I'm not racing to get rid of Puka or Neighbors, though. You have plenty of depth to weather through if any injury should strike you. So you're not in a position where you got to panic too much on those players. You get such a stacked team. Smitty, I don't know how I did it. Dak, Kyron, Walker. Oh, that was the other question that I already answered. I was like, that sounds familiar. This one here from Dano, appreciate you. Sup, Smitty, 12-man PPR 2 flex. Wide receivers are Neighbor, Rice, Agbuka, Addison, Higgins. Running backs are Kyron, Hendy, Harvey. Nice. T-Law, Bowers. I would love for you to have a better quarterback, even though we like T-Law around here. He could be really good. He could be the Baker Mayfield this year. I mean, Liam Cohen did that with Baker. Liam Cohen's a freaking mastermind. Bowers, not loving my wide receiver room. He says, I like your wide receiver room. It's just you drafted a risky Rice to go with a rookie Agbuka, who we love, but there's risk involved. Then drafted a risky Neighbor. So you got 3. Yeah, so I can understand. And then Addison suspended. And then Jaden Higgins is a rookie. So yeah, I would do the same thing. The same thing I just offered, idea-wise to the other guy. Take Neighbors, try and get London in something. Try and get BTJ in something. London and Hunter. London and maybe, a quarterback upgrade. That's what I would do. Go see what the London and the BTJ owner has quarterback-wise and see if Neighbors will get you a quarterback upgrade and a swap straight across. I like Genty over Neighbors. I like Bucky over Neighbors, but you're kind of good at running back. But I've done things like that before where I make that trade and then I go ahead and trade, let's say, one of my RBs, Kyron, for then a BTJ or potentially like a London and have to do 2 moves. I'm not scared of doing 2 moves to make something right, as long as it's a very active league. Hold on, phone callers. I got 3 more super chats. Richardson, Rogers. I don't love those quarterbacks, bro, at all. You're going to be quarterbackless maybe by week 8. Pacheco, Monty, Mixon. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Wide receivers are DJ Moore, Higgins, McLaurin. What is going on here? What are we doing?
The tripod strategy is
by
pyramids in...
Wrong button. What is that? What?
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
Take a big laugh.
I thought I was reading like a team that was going to be very, very, it's going to be like a bowling pin, like really thin at the top, and then boom, boom.
Who's this first rounder?
Bringing the massive thunder down at the bottom of the pin. It's like this is like a twig the whole way through. Yeah, what did you do? Let's try and dissect this. They could study this for years.
Is it a super flex? Is it a super flex and he blew his first 2 picks on Richardson and Rogers?
I don't know. It's got to be a keeper league where you traded his whole future away. Only act. It might be your only act this year if you don't do another league. But I hope you're not taking offense. This is my honest opinion. You're asking me for my honest opinion, and if I let this slide without telling you what's wrong with it, you wouldn't be getting any help. I don't know what you did. I might even need you to call in. I have no clue what you did.
Yeah.
I can't decide where you don't even have a 2nd round pick. You don't have a 1st round pick. You don't have a 2nd round pick. You don't even have a 3rd round pick.
No.
You don't like McLaurin's your best player, and he goes in round 4. I don't even know.
DJ Moore and T. Higgins, I guess.
T. Higgins and McLaurin. And what did you do? How did you get this? How did you stumble across this? Maybe this is just your bench. Oh my! I don't know what that.
Yeah.
We got to study this.
You call in.
Yeah, call in, please. I can't. I don't know how to even where to go from there. $10 hauler. Hi, Smitty. I'm in a 10-team league. I have Josh Allen and Penix. You can't even repair that team, by the way. You could just my advice when you call in is gonna be like, hey, how do we get you in another league? Because you got to start over. You got to do underdog. We're gonna draft tonight. By the way, let's get into an underdog draft right now. Oh, I'll pull up the app. We're gonna go into a puppy 3 if they're still around. Don't click it yet. Don't click it yet. I'm not jumping in yet. Here is the link to sign up on underdog, promo code Smitty. There's the link right there. So I think we'll do a puppy. Let's see what we're going to do. Should we do a puppy or should we do... Let me just see if there's any of those like dollar ones out. I don't know if there are. Those dollar ones are perfect. Okay, yeah, let's do a puppy. Go in there, click it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Little YouTube delay for me. Hit the button, jump into the draft, do it live. Castro says, hey, Smitty, I'm in a 10-team league. I have Josh Allen and Penix Jr. Here's the link. If anybody wants to jump into these drafts, you just got to click this link, sign up. It's $10 minimum. They'll match your first deposit 50%. And if you miss out in the draft, it's only $10 minimum. You can get in your own draft right alongside. We call them like an overflow draft, where just a lot of our followers are in the draft together. Let's see who's in this one. I recognize about 3 of you already. Jeez. Okay. I don't see Ray G for the first time. He's always getting in these. Hey, Smitty, in a 10-team league, have Josh Allen and Penix Jr. Running backs, Genty, Henderson, Kamara, croskey-merritt. Love the running stable. I'm tempted to trade Kamara. Let's see what your wide receivers look like. London, T-Mac, Worthy, Pearsall, Hunter. You got a pretty good team. I don't know that you even need to do that, I guess. Henderson, Kamara. I mean, I'd be tempted to say Kamara, T-Mac for a top 4 wide receiver. Past that, you got Worthy, Hunter, London, T-Mac, you're fine. You don't have to do a single thing. Looks fantastic. That's the only suggestion I would make. And if I was on the hunt for a trade, that's the only thing I would even consider doing, is just upgrading using that 2-for-1 tactic, which you don't need to do. Believe me, you don't need to, but it would be something I would strongly consider. All right, let me go over to this super chat here. 12-team PPR: Lambs, Chase Brown, Hendy, Garrett Wilson, McLaurin, Hunter, Ingram, Dak, Stevenson, Bigsby, Mason, Loveland, Ford. Any thoughts on players or upgrades? Already tagged JCM on waivers, as you should, for Ford. Yeah, that's a good move. As far as your team, Chase Brown, Hendy, Garrett Wilson, McLaurin, Hunter. Love the team. Not trying to do anything but maybe upgrade Dak. Even though you like that stack, I still want Knicks or Mahomes if possible. I think Mason's a good trade piece. Bigsby will wait on Bigsby. Mims, don't trade him yet. McLaurin, I don't mind trading McLaurin. I'm not trading Garrett Wilson. I'm not trading Hunter. Would I try and trade McLaurin and something? McLaurin and Mason for like one player. I think that could be a pretty intriguing proposition. So give me that. Give me that avenue. Other than that, I don't think I do a thing. And JCM's going to gain some value for you as well. T with the super chat, 12-team PPR. What do you think? JD5, Gibbs, Achane, McLaurin, Rice, T-Mac, Swift, Godwin, Diggs, Jennings, and Njoku, Dobbins. Love the team. Should you trade? I would probably trade, if it was me, McLaurin and maybe T-Mac and Swift and Godwin. Like that combo. Not all of them, but I'm trying to get one big monster by trading, let's say, Swift. And I don't think Godwin's going to get you anything. So Swift and T-Mac could maybe get you... it probably won't get you a London or anything. It could get you a... What are some names that make sense, Travis? Like Garrett Wilson, maybe a T-Mac and a Swift for Garrett Wilson, maybe a Ladd, maybe a JSN potentially, but you could be getting closer to not wanting to do it about that range. I think Garrett Wilson fits the bill. MHJ would be good, and I love Travis Hunter. I don't know that I would give up. I would rather have Travis Hunter over Ted McMillan personally, but some people wouldn't, so I can understand you not wanting to do that. I want Harvey, I want Hendy, I want Mason, any of the Triple H's really for that Swift and Tet package. McLaurin and Swift could even get you a better receiver, like maybe BTJ or London, so go down that road, especially when he signs. When he signs and gets back to work, people are not going to be as astute as we are and be like, he could get hurt, this is risky, so, know that. Let me see. Real quickly, let me just go over to this draft and see where I'm at. I'm up next. I just got to make sure I click on it here once I see it. It's hard for me to find it. I got a couple pending here. Let's see here. On the clock next. Bucky's there. It's going to be hard for me not to take Bucky Irving, but going hero wide receiver again is tough. Are going zero, essentially. I'm going to go Bucky. I'll go Bucky here. Let me answer this call. Caller, just mute yourself. I'll be right with you in a second, all right? I'm just going to put you on hold here. So there's the team so far. That's the squad. Let me go back to the screen and just make sure I answered all my super chats. Drop May for Bill. I wouldn't drop May for Bill. Mahomes is my QB1. Or drop one of Shakir, Keenan Allen, Debo, Jordan Mason, Pacheco. Definitely Keenan Allen. Drop Keenan Allen. What do you drop May for? Your backup quarterback? Then what do you do if someone picks him up and there's no? Absolutely not. Or drop your kicker, Andrew, and just wait a little bit and try and make some trades. But Keenan Allen's not going to go crazy for you, and you can't drop Mason or Pacheco. And Shakir's got some trade value at least, and so I would say Keenan Allen. I mean, there's a good chance he just kind of is a body that gets, big plays once in a while, but isn't any sort of special asset for the team. All right, let me hit this phone line real quickly. Scotty Do, you're live. The next caller will be 929. The next caller will be 231. But 929 and 231, please stay muted. Scotty Do, you're live from Hawaii.
Hey, aloha. How's it going, man? Appreciate you. I love your show.
Thank you, Scotty.
I just did a draft. I just did a draft. It went pretty well. I grabbed Godwin. I think I'm trying to pull it up, but it was like 10, 11 turns, so super late. Nobody was grabbing him, so I grabbed him and said in the chat, who wants to trade for him. And I got two offers, only two offers so far, either Downs or Olave. And I have a Buka. So I have Rashee Rice, DeMar Chase. I'm trying to pull it, a Buka.
Downs or Olave
and Hunter.
Downs or Olave for who?
Godwin, because I have a Buka.
Yeah, I don't want God. I'd take. What do you think, Travis? Downs or Godwin or Olave? I kind of feel like. I mean, Olave's the by far better talent, but I mean, maybe Downs is a decent. I don't know. That's really tough.
Downs healthy now. There's had a hamstring. I could say it's serious. I don't know. I mean, I like Olave better, but hard to know who's going to help you more.
Hey, boys.
Risky. Man, one bad hit.
Hey, boys, real quickly, we're sitting here. We're sitting here with Garrett. I had to go Garrett Wilson. Okay, I went Garrett Wilson, and I feel like it was potentially like it felt a little wrong passing on Trey Henderson here, but I just did the triple running back, and I kind of wanted to try it from this draft slot to see what the different result would be. That'd be a good experiment, but I feel like he could maybe fall. I don't know. Let's see here. He could maybe fall because it's so heavy wide receiver. The ADP is showing Trey Henderson down about 12 spots from here. If I can get him at this turn here, and there's other players I love, so it doesn't need to be him, but that will be an unreal combo. The only thing is he's one of those players that goes ahead of ADP by 5-6 picks almost every time I drafted. The ADP is still adjusting. So it's kind of like, he's down and a boom. Like, there it is early. Take that. Worthy. Okay, we're 3 picks away. The top players are JSN, Evans, Breece Hall, Ted McMillan. Pickens just went 2 away. Jalen Hurts is there. This guy's got no RBs, though. The guy, Trey Henderson, son of a bitch.
There he goes.
Damn, that would have been nice. This guy had to do the triple. It just knew he was going to go. All right, we got JSN. JSN's pretty good here.
Yeah. Real quick for Scotty, I heard him saying he's worried about Olave. I think that's his answer. I mean, if he doesn't want to take the risk with Olave, go Downs over Olave. Keep Downs over Olave. That would be my opinion.
Yeah. Downs is a bit safer, but he's injured.
Take that risk.
He's injured right now.
I know. Well, that's what I was saying. I don't think it's anything serious, but you never know with the hamstring.
Yeah. JSN is a good. Tank Bigsby doesn't catch footballs. That's not true. That's not true. Stop using last year, bro. Do you even realize that the Jaguars were, I believe, the worst team in the league in short yardage passing? So there were zero short passes to go around in Jacksonville last year. It has nothing to do with Tank Bigsby. You don't repeat what you hear on that. That's not.
Yeah, he got 30 balls his last year at Auburn, which is a pretty good amount for a college running back. 30 catches.
Yeah. All right. Let me. It's fake news that he doesn't catch footballs. You gotta dig deeper than that, my boy. Is definitely more complicated than that. And Trevor Lawrence, they didn't run the ball either. Like, Trevor Lawrence is going to run. Baker did no running, and Liam Cohen turned Baker into an actual running quarterback. So we're definitely going to see, the same thing happen with T-Law. T-Law can run a little bit. T-Law didn't do any running. There's no short anything in Jacksonville last year. That's partly why there's a new staff. But Tank Bigsby can catch footballs. Make no mistake about it. In fact, what did he even, I think he caught a 19-yard pass today. Yeah, bro, you just got cooked. You just got dunked on. No, the answer is stop it. This is nonsense. You just caught a 19-yard reception. Liam Cohen's the answer. His offense didn't do jack last year in short yardage throwing. Tank Bigsby can't catch the ball. All right, hold on. We are looking, ladies and gentlemen, at a nice little team here. Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, and JSN. Tank may or may not be the guy. That's why Tootin and Tank is the answer. Tootin and Tank. Tank and Tootin. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. You need both of them, bro. It's as simple as that. Do I go Rashee Rice or Travis Hunter here? Rice is so good at this value, but Hunter, what do you guys think?
Try Hunter.
Travis?
Rice. Grab Rice.
Travis, my life was on the line. I'm gone.
Rice.
Oh,
I'm gone.
you were the chat, so.
I went Rice because I'm gonna risk the biscuit on this one. We're gonna go a little heavy. And then
I think you can with Wilson and JSN already.
Yeah. We're going to go a little heavy. So we got Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, JSN, and Rushy Rice. And then we'll come back around and we'll see if I'm not going to say it this time because I feel like maybe they're, a lot of times people don't understand. They're like, Smitty, not everybody's injured. No, when people see the name, they come into the draft. Or they know we're live or whatever. Ricky Pearsall, round 5. What are we doing? What's with this Ricky Pearsall nonsense? Everybody wants to be the person that predicted the next, Lab McConkey. They want it so badly. Everybody that's got Ricky's like, Ricky's a top 5 wide receiver. Like, this is it. He's going to be the guy. Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky's 5th round. Bro, you're punting your 5th round pick. He's a good player. There goes our boy Harvey. Damn it! This board didn't fall quite the way I wanted it to, but okay. This ended up working out though. I mean, overall, I love the team. So getting Debo, if I would have went Hunter, I wouldn't have got Rice. Maybe I would have still got Debo and I had Hunter and Debo, but I like the fact that I've got a top 5 wide receiver in Rice whenever he plays. And Debo, JSN, and Garrett Wilson are pretty freaking damn good. Pretty Ricky in the 5th round is not a good pick. Doesn't matter if you like him. Like, be realistic. All right, phone line. Hold on one second. Let me just get this super chat out of the way from Jordan, and then I'll swing around the phone line. Jordan says 12-team PPR, QB, Mahomes, wide receiver, Neighbors, Nico, Moore, Myers, Higgins, Harris. I assume it's Trey Harris, Hollywood Brown, H. Brown, RB, Hampton, Hall, Mixon, Chubb, JCM, Loveland, Waller. Should I make any moves? I do feel like DJ Moore is somebody I want to get rid of. T. Higgins is someone I want to get rid of. Mixon and Chubb I don't like at all. Yeah, I mean, this is not my favorite team. I like some pieces on it. Neighbors is kind of risky, but I like them. But what can you do? Can you trade Neighbors for a London and Harvey and give him back, let's say, Mixon? Look at the Harvey team. Look at the Hendy team. Look at the Hampton. Or you have Hampton. Look at the Kyron team. See what Mixon can be. How you can upgrade Mixon into that player by getting somebody that's quietly as good as Neighbors, like BTJ, and then do that 2-for-2 swap. That's what I'm looking for. Look at the Triple H and Associates and do it live. All right, let me go to the phone line here. 929, you're live. Then I'll go back to Scotty Doo after a little bit. Scotty Doo, just hang tight for me. Go ahead, 929. What's your name and where are you calling from, 929?
Giuseppe from New York.
And what's your name?
I think you could rate my team.
What's your name? Giuseppe?
Giuseppe. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Pan? What is it?
Giuseppe.
From New York. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to see if you can rate my team real quick.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Patty Mahomes is sitting there waiting for me. Just waiting for me. Look at this squad. The Puppy 3, Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, JSN, Rice, Samuel, Mahomey. All right, go ahead, Giuseppe.
Yeah, so it's a 10-team, full PPR, 2 flexes. I got Bo Nix and Dak at my QB. I think you're going to love these RBs. I got Bijan, Bucky, Chase Brown, Hendy, Jaden Blue, and Stevenson as my RB.
Bro, that's not a very good running stable. It's an excellent running stable. Okay, what is your wide receiver? But that has to come at a cost, bro.
Yeah.
That's like asking the genie for the wrong wish. You get something and then there's some sort of negative. Who are your cellar dweller wide receivers. Read your running backs off one more time. Read your running backs off one more time. Let's see what you did to your wide receivers.
Bijan, Bucky, Chase Brown, Hendy, Jaden Blue, and Ramondre Stevenson.
Okay. Hit me with the wide receivers. What are we doing?
So, I got T. Higgins, but I know he's like, I wanted Garrett Wilson, but he didn't fall. And, wide receiver 2, I got Xavier Worthing. And
Okay.
I got Travis Hunter, Emeka Ibuka,
Okay.
Matthew Golden.
Okay.
And,
That's not bad, bro.
Yeah.
Now, you might need to explore doing some sort of wide receiver upgrade, like T. Higgins, and it could be you landing a waiver wire guy, then trading the waiver wire guy. You know what I mean? Like you might
You might surprise. I'm not trading
bro.
like Travis Hunter, Ibuka, Gold. Like these are all guys that we love.
I can't stop drafting the same guys. The guy that one comment's right. I can't stop. I sit here and I go, it's just, I feel it in my bones that Mahomes and Knicks are going to ball. And if one of them does it, the others for sure. Like I'm not going to be wrong on both of them. And it's just, I sit here and I'm so stacked already that this feels like the move to make whenever it's presenting itself. Because right now, look at Brian Robinson Jr. I don't think this guy's been watching today. Brian Robinson Jr., Mixon. I could care less about Mixon. Who are the next guys available? I like Josh Downs a little bit, but no, I can live without it. J.K. Dobbins. This is why I do bully QB here. This is where I get bored. This is where I look at the board and I get bored. And I say, I don't want to draft these bozos. I don't need these guys. Michael Pittman Jr. I like Keon Coleman. I do. And I could have drafted Kelsey here, but I got a plan. And my plan is a better tight end with my quarterback room, which we'll talk about in a second. Keon Coleman, I like Keon Coleman, but I can live without Keon Coleman. I could grab players. Cooper Kupp. Has one player gone that I'm going to lose the league because I didn't take? The answer is no. Andrews, kick rocks. I could care less with what I'm about to do. Not one player. This is why I do this. Not one player has gone that I'm going to miss. Not one.
I already know what you got to do.
Hold on. Yeah, I know. Hold on, Giuseppe. Tyler Warren, I like Tyler Warren.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Yeah, thank you. That's this is a nice pick, Tyler Warren, but I don't need it. Zach Charbonnet, that is nice. I do like that, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I've got other players that I'm going to pull out of my bag of tricks. Right now, we got Pittman, Josh Downs, Dak Prescott, and Travis Etienne, who I could grab if I wanted to do that triple stack running back situation, but I'm not going to do it. Who's this guy take? He took Brian Robinson Jr. last time. Brock Purdy figures. So right now we're going to take Evan Ingram, the better tight end anyway. So Knicks, Ingram stacked, Mahomes, Rice stack. This team is freaking phenomenal. Genty, Bucky, Garrett, JSN, Rashi Rice, Debo Samuel, Mahomie, Bo Nix, Evan Ingram. We're cooking.
Let him cook.
I'm sorry, Giuseppe, I can't hear you all the way from New York there. What'd you say?
This is an insane team.
It is pretty good, Giuseppe. Okay, back to your situation.
So yeah,
Giuseppe, listen to me right now. You hit that. I'm gonna have the best waiver wire show you could find, and there's some new things being unveiled about my waiver wire show this year that I haven't told anybody but Travis. Okay, so this is gonna.
I trust you. I've been watching you for 3 years. I came in second last year, but the year before that I came in first, and that was the year that you told everybody about Achane, and I drafted him, and he went crazy.
Giuseppe, you sound like a smart kid. You sound like a genius, to be honest. But listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick.
Yeah.
The waiver show is going to be better than ever. This waiver show is going to be the only thing you need. And my commitment from you. Hold on, Giuseppe. Hold on. My commitment I want from you is that you're going to attack waivers like you've never attacked before. If you get that one player, Giuseppe, that you shouldn't get, your trade scenarios go through the roof. Your team might not even need the trade. So we're going to hit the waiver wire hardcore. Hold on. I'm on the clock here. I got to make a selection. I'm about to time out, damn it. Let's go with Marvin Mims. And he's one of my very favorite players, especially if I draft Bo Nix. Marvin Mims, we calculated the other night. Travis did the numbers. It was, what was it, Travis? He only played like the last 6 games, really. He was used, but he didn't really play until the last 6 games. And what was the wide receiver ranking?
Yeah, week 11.
He was good at the end.
I don't know if we did the wide receiver ranking, actually. I know week 11 on, he was on pace for, it was something like 68 catches, 1,050 yards, and 15 touchdowns.
Do me a favor if you can, Travis, if you have time.
Yeah.
Let me give you or look at the game logs, and over his final, what did we say? It was the final, it was the Atlanta game on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, I think it was. And I'll screenshot it. The guy wasn't used until the final 7 games. And I think that if you extrapolate the data, if I remember correctly, we did do it. And it was like top 5 wide receiver. It was a top 5. And this is not cherry picking anything. Look, right? I included the October 27 game, the 11-3, to show you he was getting literally nothing. He was getting 1 target for 2 yards, 1 target for 4 yards, 1 target for 8 yards. I'm sorry, 1 reception for 4 yards, 1 reception for 8 yards. He wasn't getting any work. And then even the KC game, 4 receptions, 13 yards, was not used. And then he comes into his own here in this 11-17 Atlanta game. 49 and a touch, 44, 105 and a touch, 20. And there's some bad games in there too. 62 and 0, 103 and 2, 51 and 2. I could, if I wanted, to just say, take the last 2 games, Travis, and extrapolate. I'm not doing that. I want him to extrapolate when he was being a starter, considered a starter, which was in the Atlanta game on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games, no cherry picking, including the bad games. I'm going to say wide receiver 7, roughly. So he's going to come up with.
Yeah, it would be between wide receiver 7 and 8.
7 and 8. Mims is a baller. A baller, I tell you. All right, we're going to go. This guy took Bigsby at the end. He probably thinks he's getting Tootin on the way back, but that's not going to happen. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Tootin's going to cook on this team.
Let him cook.
He is going to cook.
All right, Giuseppe, real quick.
Too,
yeah, go ahead.
That the Broncos, they're in a hard division. They're going to be a lot of shootout games. I mean, the Chargers are good. The Chiefs, obviously. The Raiders, we expect to be good. I mean, there's no way that Mims, Ingram, Harvey.
Yeah. All right, Giuseppe, appreciate you. Call back when you have something else. Make sure you stay vigilant on the waiver wire. I want you to be the guy that grabs that one player. And if you use Fab Dollars, consider in your next trade having somebody throw in like $10, $20 of the Fab so that you're above 100, above 500 or whatever the number is, so that you're the only one that can drop more money than everybody else in case that player shows and rears his ugly head coming out of week number 1 and you say, Giuseppe's dropping 101 out of 100 on this player and taking my squad to the moon. All right, Giuseppe, we'll see you later, pal.
Thank you, Smitty.
Later.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Next caller is the 231. Go ahead, 231.
What's up, Smitty? I drafted.
Who is this? Gump? Gump, what's up, Gump?
I drafted.
Why you sound so sad?
Well, because I'm stressing out because you kind of answered my question because I got downs and Mims is in
I'm going to time out, Gump. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't mind this timeout. It timed out off my cue. I already have 2 quarterbacks. This kind of throws a little wrench in what I'm doing. I don't know. As soon as I heard Gump's voice, I just melted and I turned into a nub and I froze and I couldn't find who I was trying to draft. But this is okay. I still very love Penix Jr. I very much love Penix Jr. So I'm fine with this pick in reality. But it does suck that Kyle Pitts is gone because I usually like to grab the 2 together. But this is fine. Everything's good. The next player that I want to grab, I might grab a little bit early coming up here. So we'll see if he lasts. But go ahead, Gump. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Water Gump.
I don't want to time you. I don't want to time you out.
Go ahead,
but
Water
I
Gump.
drafted
Fine.
Saturday.
You're fine. Do you mind if I
drafted Saturday?
Yeah.
I draft. You want to hear what I got?
Hurry up, Gump. Yes, hurry up.
Yeah.
Okay, quarterback, I got Murray, and for my receiver is Lamb and Drake London. My running back is Walker and Henderson. My tight end is Bowers, and my flex is Debo. I got Grendo.
Okay, I don't need to hear about the whole team. Say the starters one more time. The starters only, because I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I got Ridley and Fields and Harvey. I'm sure you think Harvey's good.
Okay, Ridley Fields. Okay, so Ridley Fields, Harvey, great bench. Okay, hit the starters one more time. Fast as you can. Little
Murray,
faster. 2 times speed.
I have Fields. Okay, I have Fields, C.D. Lamb, London, Walker, Hendy, Brock Bowers, and Debo.
Okay, we'll put Harvey in your lineup maybe. Maybe we're trading. I love Debo. Maybe we're trading Walker and something. You know, trying.
Come on.
Iowa too.
Huh? You like Kyler Murray?
Go ahead, Travis. Handle that one for me if you. While I draft.
Yeah, no, I think his team's good.
Corey Croskey-Merritt.
Well, the problem is right now I got Mims on the waiver wire and I got Downs with the hammy. You just told me.
Yeah.
So who do I take? Mims or Downs?
I'm gonna go Mims. I love Marvin Mims.
Yeah.
And what we just calculated, I mean, speaks volumes, right? Look at this. This is not cherry picking. If I wanted to, I could say take his last 2 games or last 3 games and just really cherry pick this. I'm not. I'm taking every single game he played from when he was kind of starter worthy. 2 for 49 and a touch, and taking all the bad along with it. This is wide receiver 7 or 8, depending on your scoring. I'm not necessarily saying he's a top 10 wide receiver. That's not my point. My point is that this offense wasn't using him until the end. He's carrying momentum into the season, and Sean Payton has already said they want to move him all over the field. More so than last year. Maybe almost a wide receiver joker. And I could definitely see him coming to a podium near you and being interviewed and asked about, Marvin Mims, and he could say something like, we usually have a tight end joker and a running back joker. Mims is kind of our wide receiver joker. I could totally see it happening. And Mims is such a dynamic player. I'm going to go ahead and take Pat Bryant here to cuff to my Mims. Team is looking stellar already. Let me scroll up and show you the squad. And yeah, I do like your team. Gump. It does sound like a pretty solid squad. Here's the squad so far for your boy. I got Genty at the 1.7, Bucky at the 2.6, Garrett Wilson at the 3.7, JSN at the 4.6, Rashee Rice at the 5.7, Debo Samuel at the 6.6, Mahomes at 7.7, Bo Nix at 8.6, Evan Ingram at 9.7. This is a flawless execution right here, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion anyway. After that selection, what was it, Evan Ingram? It was Marvin Mims. After Ingram, it went Mims, Tootin, Penix Jr., Croskey-Merritt, and Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant cuffed to Mims. My fourth wide receiver becomes Debo once Rashee Rice is back, and Garrett Wilson and JSN. This is a great squad. Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and Mahomes. This is deep. This team is a baller.
Do you like Benson or Wright?
Benson or Jalen Wright?
Yeah.
I like Benson and Ollie Gordon. That's a better question. I like Jalen Wright. I'm not saying Jalen Wright lost the job yet, but he probably will. Ollie Gordon's the real deal, especially goal line work is going to him. Not that Achane won't be involved in that. It's a ridiculous thing that Tyreek Hill said about that. But it doesn't mean that I don't. I absolutely love. Do I go Auden or Auden, Horton, or Keaton Mitchell? And yeah, Auden, Horton, or Keaton Mitchell?
Horton
Mitchell.
Horton. Okay. This team's.
You prefer? You would take croskey-merritt over Benson right now. There was like, if you could, would you drop Benson if it was your only guy you could drop for croskey-merritt?
I don't accept that that's I don't accept that that's the only solution. Because I can't. I can't.
Okay, so
I can't.
That's what I said too.
He's got to figure it out.
And he said his only other option, according to him, is to drop T-Law. He has Penix as a starter and 1 QB.
Well, my follow-up question will be: what quarterbacks are out on waivers right now, and will it be plentiful?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if he answered that or not.
Your backup quarterback in T-Law, if quarterbacks will always be available in this league, and every league's going to be different, your backup quarterback is less important than having Benson sitting there ready to be a top 12 running back.
Yeah, he's got Stroud, Kyler. They're both out there.
Yeah, first of all, you should have Kyler over T-Law anyway.
Right.
So T-Law, pick up Kyler, and now we're back to square one. Drop your kicker, bro, and just try and make a trade. Buy yourself time. Kyler should not be out there. You need to now pick up Kyler. Kyler's as important as croskey-merritt in some ways. All right, Keaton Mitchell or Cade Otton or Keaton Mitchell. I don't have a backup tight end yet, but there are some players, but it's going to get thin. I don't know if Cade Otton's even that special. Let's go Keaton Mitchell. I like Cade Otton.
How about the tight end from Seattle?
Or yeah, Royo. He's a little later, and I'll consider him for sure.
All right.
He's got to get down to that. Yeah. Can you imagine dropping Benson? You can't do that. You just can't. It's not an acceptable answer. You got to go make a trade right now and open up a spot and then do the transaction.
Oh, God.
What are you talking about?
I feel like there's someone else to drop too.
All right, Gump. Anything else? I got to go to the other.
Who's more important? I know who's more important, Tootin or Benson.
Again, unacceptable. If I had to pick, I guess Tootin. But what really matters, Gump, is who gets the opportunity first, and then the answer is that player. Like there's really cannot sit here and say that Benson can't become more valuable with the snap of a finger. Benson could become a top 12 running back. Tootin could become a top 12 running back. It's unacceptable to leave either one on waivers. You just got to figure it out.
Garendo?
Drop your kicker. I'd rather leave Garendo injured right now on waivers than leave either one of those guys on waivers. You got to drop your kicker, drop your defense, just hold the players, figure it out.
I did.
All right.
I dropped both. I didn't even draft, but I got Garendo.
All right.
They say he's going to be a monster.
Who's they? First of all, second, we say that.
I've been at this. I've been at this for like 7 hours already, trying to figure out.
But the problem
that I watched it. All right.
The problem is Garendo's hurt right now, and so you got to almost look at Tootin and Benson as more capable league winner material.
They've already said that he's going to be available week 1. Garendo.
Well, if Garendo, let's say CMC gets injured in week 1 and Garendo didn't play because he's still resting, Garendo's the number 1
No,
pick.
they say he's going to be They said he's going to be ready in week 1.
Maybe.
That's
We'll
the
see.
word.
We'll see. We'll see if he'll be ready.
I'm just saying.
If Garendo is ready for week 1, though, and doesn't play, and you cut him, which I'm not saying don't do or do. You're creating this problem for yourself. I would say Tootin or Garendo, or let me make this selection here. Arroyo is there, so I'm just going to take him. I love Arroyo. I've got everything else backed up perfectly. My running back room is by week 8, 8, 9, 12, 7, so I'm good there. Wide receivers are 8, 12, 12, 12, 10, 8, 9. There's always going to be a little rough patch, but it works. It pencils out as long as no one gets hurt, but you got to take some gambles somewhere with your bye weeks, and there's no missing player. And then I got Ingram 12, Elijah Arroyo 8, and so I've got one more tight end to snag. Gesicki's out there. Fannin Jr., I think, is a really crafty last-round pick. Ben Sinnott is also, it'll probably be between Ben Sinnott, Fannin Jr., and maybe Gadsden will be the players I'm deciding between. Or I could, if I wanted to go safe, which I'm not really a safe Sally, but obviously I'm not a safe Sally. If I was, I'd probably think A.J. Barner and cuff him to Arroyo, but I'm not going to go that route because I don't care. I'm a dangerous Donnie, not a safe Sally.
Well, dangerous Donnie How's Christian Kirk looking to you?
This is how Christian Kirk's looking.
Finish him.
What?
Call.
I don't know how many times I got to say bye to him anyway. So that was on a good note. Not drafting Christian Kirk.
After all that stressing, he drafted a pretty good team.
Yeah, he did pretty good. Gump,
you
did good, Gump. All right, rock out. You're live. Then over to Scotty Doo for Scotty Doo's final thoughts here. Fannin Jr., thanks for snagging him. Smitty, please. 17th time I'm asking. You know what, Vinny? With that attitude, let's go Ben Sinnott.
The chat's answered him a bunch, too.
I mean, the thing is, Vinny, I'm a little busy. You know, you could always, I'm not saying everybody can do super chats, but you at any time you can grab my attention fully by dropping a super chat. That's kind of what that's there. You know, it's like, you know, not everybody, you pick up food and the thing is you pick up food, you don't always tip. You know, I get it. That's why not but I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you can get my attention at any moment, you know, and you're sitting here telling me 17th time, Smitty, I'm talking to you. Bro, we've got 425 YouTube people in the chat. We got 581 total in the live stream. I don't see everything. What was his question? How much fab on what? I'll help the
Isaiah Bond.
I don't know, man.
$1,000 fab.
I mean, there's a lot of factors. Who are you cutting? Who else is out there? What's the average, you know, droppage on a player like that? Let me just tell you this. If you ask somebody, a content creator, how much fab, yeah, we only got 139 likes and we got about almost 600 people in here. Can we pump those rookie numbers up? If we get to 200 likes, I'll do another draft, but we got to do it quick. We got 600 people and only 139. If we get to 200 likes, I will do another draft right now. And we're not going to sit on that all night, though. You know, it's got to be a rapid amount. If you let me give you some advice, bro. If you ask a content creator how much fab to drop on a player, like let's say Bond, and they give you a number, you need to walk away and never listen to them again. There's no answer for that. Everything is going to be dependent on, is it a stingy kind of league where no one drops more than 10, 12 bucks? You don't have any of that information. You can't help somebody. You know, there's no way to answer that question. How often, how frequently do people drop a full load drop? I'm in a league where you want to pick up anybody. It's 100 out of 100, and then you're out of money and you got to bid 0 the rest of the season. Plain and simple. You'll never get somebody. Everyone drops 100 because the precedent got set that if you want somebody, you drop 100. Then I go into a $500 one where it's similar, like 200 on each player. And then I go into another one where I drop $101 and nobody else even bids. So you really can't know. And unless I had a lot of follow-up questions for you, there's no way for me to tell. There's no way for me to know. I can only tell you that Isaiah Bond, probably in a league worth $100, would on average probably go, I would imagine, for $5 to $10 by somebody, get 2 or 3 bids that first night. Everybody's excited about it, and your waivers haven't cleared since that event of him becoming, you know, available, and then he signs with the Browns. I would say out of $100 amount of money, and just gonna have to do the math if your league's different. So if it's $200, and just multiply it times 2. But I would say out of $100, probably $5 to $10 is what someone, maybe 12, somebody might drop. I don't think someone's dropping 20 or 30. Never know. Someone said they got him for $1. Someone got him for free. Someone I saw in a league, someone paid 17 and there was 4 bids. I mean, it really does, you know, jump all over the board. There's no way. And I'm not mad at you. I was kind of messing with you, kind of not, just on the way you're like, you know, expecting me to answer your 17th attempt. But I would definitely say, there's no way to know. You unless you get on the phone or super chat the answer to me, or just message me and I'll try and find it, and look for it. But just what does the normal player go for? What are the last 5 examples you give me, and then I'll give you an estimation. Give me the 5 most recent ads in the dollar amounts, and I will tell you my answer. There you go. You got to do a little legwork, a little research. The 5 most recent. If you don't come back with the 5 most recent, The 5 most recent players that were picked up in the bids, the ones that people paid for, or even if there was a $0 bid, give me 5 examples. Then I can't answer your question, and I really won't, because you're not doing what I'm asking you to do to try and figure it out. All right, let me go over to the 231 caller. 231, what's your name and where are you calling from?
It's me again, Smitty. I just want to tell you thank you. I spent 7 hours trying to figure out my receiver problem, and now I can't go to sleep because the waiver wire is going to come through in a minute, and I'm all nervous because I really want to grab the Rams defense, but I got to drop somebody. I don't know what to do.
Don't you have to pick up those running backs? You can't pick up the Rams defense. You got to have Benson and still pick up Tootin.
I know, but I can't. There's nobody I can drop. I won't get Mims if I
don't get the Rams defense. Gump,
leave it alone. All right.
Hey, chat, is Tootin more valuable than the Rams defense right now, or am I off base? You can be honest.
By a ton.
What are we doing, Gump? What are we doing?
I'm gonna shut the heck up. Hey, you helped me out.
Hey, Gump, your team's pretty good. Your team is actually pretty good. All right, Gump, got to go. Appreciate you.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Good job, Gump.
All right, let me go back over to David/Eric/Mike. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Smitty, how you doing?
You say. Go ahead.
I know you like Ricky Parasol, but what round do you think he will be going? He should be going in, and don't you think he's going to be the number wide receiver in San Francisco? Plus, they have one of the easiest schedules.
What
round do you
stop acting like ranking teams based on their win record from Vegas having the easiest schedule? I'm not saying their schedule still isn't relatively solid. It is. It's really solid. But, I mean, everybody says that. Like, what are we talking about here? Win record, like, that's what usually people reference, is they have the easiest schedule in the league based on win totals. Based on, I mean, what are we doing? They definitely have a good schedule, though. But defense has changed from year to year. Brock Purdy's not somebody that I'm completely sold on at all right now. The offensive line is very risky right now. Trent Williams probably doesn't stay healthy very long. Christian McCaffrey is one of the most injury-prone running backs in the National Football League, coming off bilateral chronic Achilles tendonitis that he has not been cured from. It's at bay right now. And his lower body injuries are just going to pile up. And the entire running back room is injured. The entire running back room. The entire wide receiver room is injured. This is a team that won't stay healthy. So, yeah, I mean, you ask me, do I like Ricky, Pretty Ricky? I mean, I'd be shocked if he stayed healthy, number one, if he's healthy by week 5. Second of all, he's the third option at best on the roster with CMC and Kittle, and then he's got Jennings, who's the clear number 1 wide receiver and I think favorite target of Brock Purdy once he's back. Not that they can't rotate, but Jennings is holding out for money. That's why he's injured right now. Now, he might have an injury risk coming back because he's holding out. So that's, obviously in favor of Ricky seeing some extra targets. You got Ayuk coming back by week 6, 7. Not that he's going to be great, but he's going to muddy it up. This is not like everyone's too high on Pretty Ricky. They're too high on him. 5th round tonight? It's crazy. That's absolutely asinine.
What round do you think he should go in? What round do you think?
After Travis Hunter, after Igbuka. I mean, you draft Pretty Ricky over Igbuka or Travis Hunter, I got questions. So those guys go in 6th.
They're talking about. Yeah, I agree with Igbuka, but Travis Hunter might be on defense a little bit. I don't know.
Finish him. Call terminated.
Other one.
Finish him.
Why do you ever leave the show, bro? Wherever you go,
epidemic.
You get misled, then you come back here and regurgitate it.
You're done.
I mean, jeez, man. It's 171 likes. We're 30 away from doing a draft, but I'm not going to sit here all night and wait for the likes to creep up. So if you guys do want to do another draft, we need 29 of you to punch the thumb up button. There's about 600 of you in here. There's 438 from YouTube, so all the Twitter guys get on over to YouTube anyway. 438 on YouTube, so we need those likes. punch. Can you imagine watching my show as long as you do? This guy's calling every night. I keep forgetting his name every night. Every night I forget his name. Every night. He calls him from his dad's phone, and I call him his dad. And every night he calls. He gets hung up on almost every night, too. And he's not trolling. But imagine calling into the show every single night and still not understanding that Travis Hunter plays 80% wide receiver. 80% of the snaps, no matter what. Imagine not knowing that and dialing in every single night. Every night. What are we at? 181. We need about 17, 15 thumbs up. Keep punching it. You gotta be kidding me. Scotty Do, final thoughts, Scotty Do. Actually, you can stay on the phone line, Scotty. Scotty, Rockout, Travis, you guys can stay on as a little bit of a panel. Let's jump straight into a draft here in a second. We just need 15 more thumbs up. 15 more thumbs up and we draft. What, Scotty?
I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Can you imagine?
You got time for a quick trade question?
Yeah, go ahead. Something sane, please.
Rain in the chat. He's always in the chat. So
yeah, Rain's good people. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Dynasty, and he wants to know if he should trade Jamar Chase and Alvin Kamara for Lamb and Josh Jacobs.
Probably, but only because I'm going to flip Jacobs into something like Harvey, first rounder, and Jacobs for Hendy. Jacobs, for something like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like the Chase side better, but
yeah. Well, in Dynasty though, right? You said.
Yeah. If you can flip Jacobs. Sure.
Well, I get. Yeah, you know what? It's a good point that maybe Jacobs is valuable now, but maybe in Dynasty nobody's going to take him. So maybe I asked the qualifying question is: do you think Jacobs is tradable in your league, or are people worried about his age? Because if not, then yeah, I keep chasing Kamara, and I agree with Travis. But if I could flip Jacobs in a first rounder into like Hampton, Hendy, Harvey, Travis Hunter, I mean, would you rather have Hunter and Lamb? Hunter and Lamb over Chase and Kamara in Dynasty? Because Kamara's got this year maybe left, like half of the year, maybe a full year possibly, but would you rather have Lamb and Hunter, Travis?
Or
Dynasty. Harvey and Lamb, maybe?
And Lamb. Probably, yeah.
I would. Would you rather have Kyron and Lamb?
It depends on his league. He's got to know his league too, because there's certain leagues that will pay an arm and a leg. Because like, I subscribe to a couple of like groups on Reddit just to see different trades that go down, just to see the landscape. And it's like JJ and Chase. You wouldn't believe some of the things people give up to those guys.
Yeah.
So I guess just be careful of that. But all those that you named are good trades for Dynasty.
We got 411 people in here, and we can't hit the 200 thumb up number to do a draft. I mean, come on, guys. It's free. The show's free.
Easiest thing in the world.
Do it live. 5 more. 5 more. You can do it. Let me hit this. Mute yourself real quickly, caller. I'll be right with you. All right, let's see if 3 more and we'll do it. Pull up the puppy 3. Hover over it real quickly. Don't click anything yet. We hit 205. Nice job. 205.
There we go.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, so pull up the Underdog app. Here's the link if anybody wants to draft with us. I'm going to give you guys about a minute. If anybody click on it yet, I'm not going in yet. click the link right there. Sign up on Underdog. I'll give everybody like a minute or two to sign up. Click the link. It's pinned in the live chat. It's in the description of every video. Code Smitty gets it done as well. If you use the link that I just dropped, which is pinned, which is in the live chat, which is in the description, it's in the description of every video if you need to find it later. Code Smitty gets it done as well when I ask you, how did you hear about us? If you download the app by yourself on Underdog in the App Store. They'll give you a 50% match in your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. So if you $10 minimum, they'll give you $5. And these drafts we're doing are $5. So you can do 3 drafts on Underdog. $2 super chat. I'm team 3 Smitty, says Ray G. I'm team 3. I don't know what you're not in this. I haven't joined a draft yet. I think
he said that last show too, and we couldn't anyone.
Is that your new name, Ray G, in there? Did you get a new name? Hit the like button, says Rhino. Rhino, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Let me get this other super chat out of the way just to make sure we've got this one. Did I already answer this one? Team in order picked. This one's from Encino Man. Team order picked 10 spot. Lamb, Henry, London. Wow. I mean, I would tell you, like, you get Lamb, Henry, and London, even if it's a 10-team league. Garrett Wilson, McBride, Caleb, Hunter, Judkins. Very good. Bigsby, Tootin. I like it. I don't know if you could have got like Hendy or somebody instead of McBride's great though. Like, who could you got instead of Caleb? If it was Harvey, I would have rather Harvey, but I love Hunter. This team is fantastic. Don't think I even do anything but just ride it out. Maybe I'm contemplating selling Henry high if I could get a Hendy, and let's say you have Hunter already, but like that's kind of like the player I'm looking for potentially getting. Or you upgrade Garrett Wilson into a BTJ or something, using Henry to go get Hendy and BTJ for Garrett Wilson and Henry. But then again, like Garrett Wilson and Henry could be just fine as well. I would probably say don't worry about trades right now. Lamb and London, 2 top 5 wide receivers. Garrett Wilson's a top 6 to 10 wide receiver. Henry and Tootin Bigsby should take care of you. Obviously you're a little bit thin at running back too, and I just don't know that I want to trade anything. I would trade Judkins and Caleb both for like one slightly safer RB. Breece Hall comes to mind. I wonder if you could get Breece Hall, use Judkins and Judkins and Caleb. I would try that. Breece Hall's very cheap right now. People don't want anything to do with him. He's a home run. All right, guys, pull up the Underdog app. We're going to go into a Puppy 3, $5 entry, 20 seconds. We're going to click it in 10 seconds. So all you got to do is have Originals tab open, and then you'll see the scrolling carousel. Just go straight to Puppy 3. In 5 seconds, we're hitting the green button. In 4, 3, smash it. 11 more to start. That's the best. I was number 1 in it. That means 11 of you get to draft. Oh, it just filled up. It goes 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Boom. That means everybody in here we will recognize. TM42. Ray G's in the 1. Worms is in the 3. GK in the 4. Tebow. That's Tebow in the 5. I don't know. I don't recognize Severe, but Samurai, and then T in the 8. Springfield. I don't recognize Springfield, but I know this is our group because it was boom, 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 boom. JFK in the 10. I'm in the 11, and DC Dude is in the 12. So we've got a full house in the building. That's great. This draft starts in 22 seconds. Let me pull it up here on Underdog real quickly. Hang tight for me. Let me find this draft. 14 seconds. Where is it? Where is it? I got to grab it now or I don't. Where is it? There it is. If I don't grab it while it's counting down, I can't find it. I got so many drafts to sift through. All right. Ray G is in the 1 spot. I don't know why Ray G keeps saying he's in the different spots. Like this is his name, right? Ray G right there. Stage. Jamar Chase, and then Bijan. All right, hold on. Let me go to the phone line real quickly. We had 2 callers. Actually, they all hung up except for Johnny. Johnny, you're live, and it looks like our Scotty Doof. Go ahead.
I wanted to be on hold because I've never been in a draft with you ever. And you know what? I knew if I was on hold, I had a better chance because I could actually know without the delay when I could get in there.
And which spot are you? What's your name?
JFK 777.
Okay, so you're right before me. All right, cool, awesome. Glad you got in.
Yeah,
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Marsman. Yeah.
Johnny 777.
Johnny
So
777.
the F is just a nickname my friends gave me. Johnny F and Klein.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Johnny's. Let's see here. We got the unicorn.
He is a unicorn.
Kind of need to give this board some respect a little more often. Johnny, thank you for being the 3rd highest super chatter in show history.
Let's go,
That's awesome, bro.
I sponsored 3 videos too.
Yeah, you're a baller, bro. You're a baller. BTJ to me, you took Genty. I like the pick. I would have went either way. Sometimes I forget, Johnny. I forget to pull this board up. I need to pull this up more and pay homage to these guys. Look at this. Look at these unicorns.
Is a unicorn.
Go back to the draft. I just picked again.
Shit. You got me.
I know. Sorry, Johnny.
Let me see.
Bucky and BTJ is pretty sweet. I'm liking that.
What am I gonna do?
I mean, look, I understand Neighbors is a risk, but you're not crazy for taking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Ignore the toe.
In best ball, it's better to do it here than to do it in your home league. That's the one thing I'll tell people. Hold on, let me get Scotty back in. Scotty, mute yourself real quickly, or just remain relatively quiet. But you can interrupt when you want. I think Neighbors. My advice to people. I did a show on it earlier today. Complete avoid for me, given the options around him in non-best ball home leagues. In best ball, you could throw $5 on something, and if he misses 4 games, and even the game that he goes out, best ball optimal scoring will start your highest scoring players for you anyway, so you can easily weather through Neighbors missing 4 games or something. Even if it was at the end of the year, keep in mind, Best Ball Mania last year was won without Jamar Chase being in the lineup for the guy that had Jamar Chase. Like, he literally won Best Ball Mania without Jamar Chase. But Jamar Chase just didn't count because he had such a good team. So, there is still a world where you draft so well and he gets you to where you need to get to and your team steps up. So, best ball is the only place where I will draft Neighbors this year. And that's coming from somebody that's trying to tell you that Neighbors is maybe the number 1 overall dynasty wide receiver. But there are risks that we have to consider. Ray G trying the approach we've talked a lot about with people that have that 1 pick and they're not sure what to do with it. Chase, Hampton, Hendy. Let's see. This is a strategy we talk about a lot when people call in. I say try Hendy and Hampton and Chase and see how it feels. Let's see what Ray's team looks like going that route, but also in a snipe environment where there's no meat on the bone left. Everybody's getting pulled up because all of our favorite players are getting taken and no one's taking that random, he took so-and-so. None of that happens in our like-minded environment. That's why we call it a snipe environment, because everyone's like-minded. There's no fat. It's all the fat's trimmed off. Lance says Henderson at 22.5. Hell nah. Well, that's all right, bro. No one's asking you to take him there, pal. You don't need to do it. All right, what do I do here? Lamar, it's not a bad pick. I was kind of considering it. I don't know what I'm going to do here. JSN keeps, falling to me, and I don't mind taking him. It's not like he's a bad pick at all. I'm going to queue him in case I timeout on him, which is fine. I like Breece Hall, but I just don't know about right here. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm going to go JSN here. Not my, as weird as it is, I love JSN, and at one point was so pumped about his season, and I don't know why I'm not loving the pick quite as much right now. I can't explain what it is. I think I'm just waiting for Milrow. I don't know how much I trust, but Seattle look great. They look great, but it is preseason. A lot of people look great. You can only draw so many conclusions from it. Like all the people that I'm sure think Caleb's the second coming off of the game. Adams here is not bad. I'm going to go Breece here. I don't have a lot of Breece Hall shares.
I'm going to get crazy.
At least lately.
Because of this sniper-rich environment.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I thought about it, honestly, but I didn't want to condone it. So, Breece Hall, Bucky, JSN, BTJ. The 12 pick has Achane, London, Hurts, and Cook. Not a big fan of James Cook, honestly, at that territory, but you do you. Johnny's got Genty, Neighbors, Lamar, and Harvey. It's a really good start. St. Brown, Chase Brown, Daniels, and Tet. Collins, Nakua, Hill, and Adams. Not a fan of the four wide receiver approach personally, but we'll see what you get at RB. Probably not going to work out well for you because when you're in a snipe environment and there's no fat left at all, you usually can't do extreme strategies or it'll backfire. Got 572 in the building, 410 from YouTube, the rest from X. Make sure you come over from X and subscribe to the channel. We don't go live on X a lot. I do it every once in a while just to make people aware that, football's back. Get on over here. So Ray G did pretty good. Jamar Chase, Hampton, Henderson, then Rice and Hunter. Not bad. That's pretty good from the one spot. I like that. Bajan, Kyron, McBride, Pickens, and JMO from the 2. Lamb, McConkey, Jacobs, McLaurin, and Walker from the 3. You got a lot of risk there, though, in Jacobs, McLaurin, and Walker like in a row. I don't really like all that together. Gibbs, MHJ, Garrett Wilson, Sutton, and Metcalf. I don't like Sutton and 4. What are we doing there? Jefferson, AJ Brown, Allen, Kittle, Hubbard. That's pretty crafty in a unique way. McCaffrey, Henry, JT, Evans, DJ Moore. I mean, can you collect any more? I mean, it's five in a row. Players that have like either the old man discount or just a bunch of risk and worry. Like drafting off of previous magazine covers. Whoever graced the cover.
Speaking of which, I'm going geriatric, I think, right here.
Okay, there you go. That's fine. Let's see here. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just grab Kamara and we'll all do it.
Come meet me at the retirement home, Schmidt.
I'm going to go Debo here just because I don't think... he's the one player that probably gets snagged if I leave him. And I knew I was going to be able to do this. Sorry, Ray G. Ray G, he's not making it to you. He's the second-ranked player here. There's no way he makes it all the way down. So if I try and do you a solid and then he goes right in the middle, it's not going to do either of us any good. So can't worry too much about that. I'm sorry, Ray G. So Burrow, Debo, JSN, BTJ, Bucky, and Hall. Pretty solid. If Hall does step up and become a top 6 to 10 running back this year, that will be a good thing. And everybody's writing Hall off. I don't think it's really wise to write off Breece Hall. I think given that I'm getting him, in the 4th round, and that was a little early probably, but I had to, Smitty, you need another wide receiver, bro. No, I don't, Tilt. And I know you probably wrote that right before I drafted, but don't worry about me. Okay, leave it to the professionals. Need to open a roster spot for you. What?
Someone writes you need another wide receiver once.
Yeah, like I just drafted 3, bro. I just drafted 3. What do you want? What do you want from me? Need to open a roster spot for kicker and defense. Should I trade Nix, JMO and Blue for Josh Allen and Sharps? Yes. I would do that. That's a really solid trade. I mean, I hate to say goodbye to Knicks, and I do like Knicks a lot, but I'd probably do that. All right, Jordan Addison going to Ray G. Now, it is a strategy that we talked about before on this channel of maybe going Addison with the 3-game suspension to cover Rashee Rice, who starts his suspension in week 5. But there's still a real strong chance that they're both serving suspensions at the beginning of the year if a settlement is made. So if a settlement is made and the offer is acceptable to both parties and the league, then it's possible that Addison Rice coverage thing won't work. So it's definitely a fun strategy in best ball, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll work out. Even if it doesn't mean it won't still be good. But you might be without 2 wide receivers right now in week 1, 2, and 3. And so it could put you in a worse hole than just going a different receiver. So it's kind of tough. It's a fun strategy, but it's not
Smitty, you got like a few minutes?
Sure.
All right, so the draft I just did not too long ago, it was pretty shark infested. Not too bad, but you could tell they're experienced drafters. If I can read my team to you, I drafted from the 1 position. So my wide receivers are Jamar Chase, Travis Hunter, Rashee Rice, Egbuka, Godwin, and Kyle Williams. And then my running backs are kind of thin. I do have Kyron and Hendy. And I do have Hunter, Garendo, Sampson, Croskey-Merritt, Charbonnet on the bench. Just hoping 1 or 2 of those will eventually become a starter. And, pray to God that nothing happens to Kyron and Hendy on the way. My quarterback is Mahomes. And I waited for as long as I can to grab a tight end. And I believe Kyle Pitts is going to have a good year with Penix Jr. So what do you think? And I forgot, what did you guys say for Godwin? Either Downs or Olave, or should I try to get like Jerry Jeudy or Metcalf if possible?
Downs for Olave. We said Downs is safer. Jerry Jeudy, Metcalf. You saying in terms of a trade, or what was the Jerry Jeudy Metcalf thing?
Some guys put them both on the trade block, so I was wondering if maybe you can try to choose one for trade Godwin away.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take. I mean, you're not going to get. You have to give up a lot more to get Metcalf, but if Metcalf's miles above, I like Jeudy and Metcalf a lot more than I like Downs. Like, this is not even like close. So you're gonna have to give up more.
See if I can try to get Jeudy before I pull the trigger on.
I like Jeudy more than
Downs.
I like Jeudy more than Downs. If you like Olave more than Downs, that's fine too. Either way, but DK trumps all of them because he's got potential 1,000-yard, 10-touchdown capability. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's what I would. That's the way I'm looking at it, bro. All right, hold on, Scotty.
Let me give it a shot. What do you think of the team?
I think it's good. I like it. A lot of good show players. I like it. Home league still taking BTJ over Achane or Puka. For safety, yeah. But Achane is not somebody that I'm worried about like everybody else. There's a little bit more risk to where you might say BTJ if you were even anyway, or if you're thinking Bucky and you were going to take Bucky a little early. I'm fine with that. Pivot just a little bit, but not much at all. Achane, everybody's doom and gloom on this. Like you can't worry about it. 8-man PPR. I worry about it if we knew that there was something significant, but the team's already told us it's not a big issue. He's just going to rest and make sure he's good for the season. They're not playing these guys in the preseason really anymore anyway. So it's like, what? 8-man PPR league. Thoughts on my team? Nix, Gibbs, Hampton, Harvey, T-Mac, Nico, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson. Love it. Walker, Buka, Ingram. Love the team. You probably could trade maybe T-Mac and, Garrett Wilson and T-Mac, or Walker and T-Mac, or Walker and Pickens, maybe, to just get some sort of bigger monster. That's the only thing I'm tempted to do. Love the team. Like, would I rather upgrade Walker using T-Mac to get Hendy? Personally, I would. Or a bigger name running back than that if you wanted to go that route. But that's a pretty good team, but I don't think I'd do much other than that. That's about all I would look at. Let's see here. Ray G, I'm trying to keep you in mind, but you're so far downstream, I almost can't think about what your team is. Not that anybody should be helping anybody or whatever. I'm just like, I'm trying to be courteous. Try and be a courteous man. Team's looking good. BT, Bucky, JSN, Brees Hall. Is this guy an auto? Because he's like, every time I pick him, back on the clock immediately. He must be on auto. Who would I time out on? Luther Burden, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, but that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Not a bad team though. My receivers are actually pretty good. My receivers are as follows. If I could just pick. There we go. BTJ, JSN, Debo, Jaden Reed, and Luther Burden. Running backs are Bucky, Brees Hall, and Bigsby. I got Joe Burrow. I got Evan Ingram. Now, Bigsby goes way ahead of Tootin. And I'll be honest, when I was drafting, I'm like, oh, I'll take Bigsby here and I'll take Tootin later. But I forgot I'm drafting with you guys. And Springfield took Springfield took Tootin like way ahead of. So I have Bigsby without Tootin, but I still love either drafting one of them. I still do in best ball because I think that Bigsby starts the year as the starter. He might not let go of the job. I was gonna take Mims, Ray G, but I'm like, I'll hold off on that one. Travis, what are you thinking on this team here?
What was your first three picks?
Right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I like the Hall pick.
So Irving, Hall, Bigsby, BTJ, JSN, Debo, Reed. Timed out on Burden, but I timed out on Burden on my queue. It was fine. I was going to do something different there, but it's still good. My quarterback is Burrow. Croskey-Merritt. Springfield's reaching on all of the show guys, like Tootin, Blue, and Croskey, like 4 rounds early. We'll go Kyle Pitts here. I don't think this guy is on auto, but he's drafting like he's on auto. Look at all those receivers in a row. And sometimes when I'm off the clock, he goes right back. Like it goes boom, boom usually. Maybe he was on auto and he turned it off. I don't know. Who is that from the 12? Let's go Penix Jr. here.
DC.
So I got... What?
DC dude.
Oh, DC dude. It's my boy DC dude.
Dude, yeah. Yep.
Sorry, DC. I didn't mean to crap on saying it looked like an auto team. Hold on. Let me go look at your team. Really good start. I just don't know. Those wide receivers, I'm not like that stretch you had there. Flowers, Shakir, Higgins, and Mooney look like you autoed. But I love the beginning of what you did here. Achane, London, Hurts. I don't like James Cook. Kamara's not bad. I thought about it there. In best ball, it's different than in home leagues. I'd never draft Kamara in a home league because I think he leaves you hanging like Mixon did. But Cook and Kamara and Achane, look, it's a good team. Flowers, I don't even really hate that, but Flowers, Shakir, Higgins, and Mooney, I feel like are kind of a waste of a stretch. Like you're taking receivers just to take receivers. Then Shaheed, like I don't know. I feel like you take best player available. It looks like you're forcing a position down your throat, like bad medicine. After Ingram, it went Bigsby for me, Luther Burden. Pitts and Penix Jr. cuffed together is kind of interesting. I got Burrow and Ingram, not cuffed, but just those are my starters. But then I have Pitts and Penix Jr. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, you guys are sniping like crazy, bro. I mean, you grab Tootin, Blue, and Croskey-Merritt Springfield really early, like hella early, and then you take Ayuk. He's not going to help you for maybe all season. What are you doing back there, Springfield? I'm not on auto, but I'm easily the best team so far, says DC dude. All right.
That's hilarious.
Chat, put yes or no. Is DC dude easily the best team by far? Here's his team. Achane, London, Hurts, James Cook, Kamara, Flowers, Shakir, Higgins, Mooney, Shaheed, Braylon Allen, and Spears. Is that the best team so far? Yes or no?
I like the start, but I got a stick thrown on the bicycle spikes.
My boy DC dude. Thank you for the super chat, DC dude.
Good start, tripped up a little, picked it back up.
The bottom half of his team is not it, says Sam. Wolfman likes it. I don't know if he's joking. He says, hell yeah! Team 1 is cooked. So Ray G's team is cooked. After Hurts, it's not great, says Sam. What, Rockout?
I was like, damn, on the comment.
Oh, damn. Okay. Let me go Ray G's team. Someone said he's cooked. He's got Chase, Hampton, Henderson, Rice, Hunter, Addison, Nix, Kelsey, Charbonnet. I mean, the reason he's cooked is he might not have any receiver play except for Hunter and Chase, which is, still two good players, but like, how's he salvaged this? Let's see what he does down here. He's got Mims. I like Mims. Mims was a good save. And I was going to take him. Let's see here. Yeah, this is like where you would look for Ja'Cory Croskey-Merritt. But he's like not there. Because Springfield's taking everyone 7 rounds early. This is where you're kind of...
Smitty, you sniped me twice tonight. I was gonna get Thornton if he failed me.
Oh, well.
It happened.
What are you gonna do? What can you do? Let's go. I'm gonna go Isaiah Likely, get my third tight end, get that room complete. Now I have not checked the bye weeks, but the odds that they all three are the same bye week. Okay, thank God. 12, Evans 12, Pitts 5, and Isaiah Likely 7. Oh, I knew. In my head, subconsciously, I knew Denver and Pitts was fine when I did it. Okay, so phone lines.
Dude sniped you.
DC dude snipe me? Huh?
He took Hurts. He took Hurts.
Sniped you or me?
You.
I didn't need Hurts. Why would I need Hurts?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want Hurts. My team, I like my squad. Burrow, Penix Jr., Bucky, Hall, Bigsby. Scotty Duke, call back if you wanted to talk more. Appreciate you, man. He's from Hawaii. Hopefully he's got free calling to the States, or he's racking up a bill to sit on hold. BTJ, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, Debo, Reed, Burden, Thornton. I got Ingram, Pitts, and Likely. I'm definitely probably the best tight end room or after like the Bowers McBride might just be the best tight end room anyway. But like after that, I think I probably can rival those tight end rooms if they didn't draft anybody else good. Bucky, Brees, and Bigsby's good. BTJ, yeah, I like my squad. Do I think it's gonna win the whole thing? Probably not. I can't wait to hear what Smitty thinks about my team. Oh, what's Tebow's team? Tebow's from the Josh Allen spot. Let's see. Tebow, you normally don't like what you do. Let's see here. Yeah, see, you always do something different, bro. Like something in it. And when you go extreme in this environment, it's hard. JJ, AJ Brown, Josh Allen, Kittle. I mean, on the surface level, those are 4 phenomenal players. And Chuba Hubbard's great in his own right. Caleb Johnson, Pullman, Etienne, Hawkinson. It's not bad. I don't hate it. Do I think it's going to win the whole tournament? Probably not, unless Caleb Johnson's a top 6 to 10 running back, which some of you think is the case, but it's because you own him in 17 leagues. That's the only reason. He's not doing that in Pittsburgh. It just is what it is. He could do well. And Hubbard I like, but Hubbard as your running back 1 is kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. Doesn't mean it can't work out, but it's just is what it is. God, that clicking is awful. It's so bad. You guys took all the running backs. All right, I'm going to clear the phone line off because it's too clicky. Anything else, Johnny? I'll look at your team real quick. Brother. Let me look at your team real quick. Hold on. Let me make this selection.
I'll jump off, Smitty. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bro.
See you guys.
Thanks, Travis. Later. Johnny, what team are you? You're the 10 team, right?
10.
Yeah. All right. So Johnny's got Genty, Neighbors, Lamar, Harvey, Connor, Pearsall, Judy. So Neighbors, Pearsall, Judy, and Bateman. And Joku, Benson. You got Benson with Connor. That's fantastic. Sampson, Kyle Williams, Gino. Yeah, I like your team. It's looking good. Springfield, let's look at your reach. Yeah, I'd say like.
This is one of my.
Go ahead.
It's one of my worst teams I've had. But in this environment, it's like I like it. I don't love it by any means.
Yeah, I feel the same way about my team. My BTJ.
But it's fun, man. We're all good. It sharpens our skills.
Yeah, it gets something little variety going on. DC dude, I don't on the far right, the 12 team. I like some of it. I just don't love. I don't like the color coordinating drafting that you're doing here. First, I'm going to draft orange, then I'm going to draft green, then I'll go blue, then I'll go purple. I love you, DC dude. I'm just kind of messing with you. My team again. I like it. It's pretty good. BTJ, Bucky, JSN, Hall, Debo, Burrow, Reed, Ingram, Bigsby, Luther Burden, Pitts, and Penix Jr. cuffed together. Thornton, Likely, Woody Marks, Yoshi Voss. There's nothing left right now. Woody Marks was crazy. My depth at RB is pretty thin. I've got, after Bucky and Hall, I've got Bigsby and Marks. But which Marks is kind of a league winner for me if he was to get in there and become who I think he could become, but it's not like a safe bet or anything like that. Let's see here. Springfield, let's see what your reach-a-thon did here. From the, let's see, the 10, 9, 8, the 8 pick. No, the 9 pick. St. Brown, Chase Brown, JD5, 3 really good picks right there. Ted McMillan, I just don't like him in 3 or 4. Devontae Smith is good value, though. Swift, Downs, Tyler Warren, I like. Tootin, I like the player just a little early. Blue, I like the player just a little early. Croskey-Merritt, like the player just a little early. Ayuk, I wouldn't draft. Ward, I like the pick. And, yeah, so, reaching is going to leave you a little thin. Got to be careful. Tebow, I said I actually like Tebow's team. It's not bad. I just don't know that it'll win it, but I like it. You're going to need something big. TM42's got Bijan Robinson, Kyron, McBride, George Pickens, J-Mo, Mahomes, Mason, Cup. Pretty good squad. I'm liking that one, bro. I like it a lot. Let's see here. How many players do I need? Could use an RB. We'll go Brashard Smith. Penix Jr. and Burrow. I probably could just get another RB here if I think it could help serve my lineup a little better than going back at quarterback. Let me see, but there's like no running backs left. There's nothing left. Oh, Ollie Gordon's not bad. I'll do Ollie Gordon. There we go.
So what do you think of this pick right here, Smitty? Right, with a hamstring and a suspension, Naylor.
Yeah, I like Naylor in best ball. I wouldn't draft him in non-best ball. In best ball, I like Naylor. Naylor's pretty good pick. I went Ollie Gordon, Brashard Smith, Woody Marks to go with Bigsby, and then I've got the Bucky and what is my other player? Bucky and Hall. Not bad. TM42. I was talking about his team real quickly. TM42's got Kyron, McBride, Pickens. Yeah, it's a good squad. I don't mind it. It's really good. Pickens and J-Mo is a hard wide receiver 1 and 2 to absorb, though. I don't know, man. I like the team, but I just don't know. Worms from the ones got Lamb, McConkey, Jacobs, McLaurin, and Kenneth Walker. You have Sharps? No, I don't know. Gibbs, MHJ, Garrett Wilson, Sutton, Metcalf, Laporta, Aaron Jones. See, I just would rather go Sutton around 4. That's when I'm just going to take like an RB, although they did get kind of sniped. I think Hubbard would have been okay there instead of Sutton, personally. Or you go with like a Pickens or a Rice there instead of Sutton, go swing a little bit bigger. And I like Sutton. He's good, but 4th round, I don't love that. And then I would have probably taken Chuba instead of DK. Oh, no. You could have done that. Severe's got the triple.
One thing I looked at.
Hold on one second. T's got all wide receivers. I hate that team. I'm sorry. It's awful. Nico, Nakua, Hill, Adams, Ridley, Waddle. I mean, yeah, they're good receivers, but Pollard, Monty, and Brian Robinson Jr. and Mixon, you're not winning a league with those running backs. You got to give and take. You can't just go all in on a position like wide receiver like that through 6 rounds and expect to survive. And then St. Brown, Chase Brown, Jaden Daniels. We talked about Springfield, DFK. Yep, I looked at all the squads. All right, go ahead, bro. What are you saying? And then I got to go.
One of the things I look for too is my projected points. I know it's like kind of BS, but sometimes when I have a good team, it usually says I have over 3,000 points with only 3 quarterbacks. And right now, at least it's telling me I have 3,027.
I would not look at that as garbage. The reason it is because they're not projecting anything for rookies. They're not projecting. My team's never, they never give my team over the probably 2,600 mark because I'm drafting players they don't like. The projections for them are so low on a lot of these rookies and younger players. They're very conservative.
Right.
So I would not use that as a barometer of any kind. And
I got you.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. It's always nice to see it. I'll be lying if I told you I don't look at it. Like as soon as the draft's over, I wait a second when I can and see what they give me. And then when I see it, I'm like, if I see it says 3,300, I'll be like, okay. You're biasly going to be okay with when it gives you a good rating. But at the end of the day, you got to understand what it's doing. The projected points, someone could draft. I know you're saying with 3 quarterbacks, you're giving a parameter. But if someone drafted 5 or 6 quarterbacks, they'd be the top projected team because they get more points, and all it's doing is giving you projected points. Yeah. So for me, it's I'm not looking at that at all. Like I pull up my team right here, like it's a joke that they're giving. They're giving Bigsby 84 points. If he's a starter, he's getting more than 84 points. They're giving Debo 160. I mean, who knows what he does, but I'm looking at a lot of these players, and they're just Luther Burden's getting 100 points. You know, they're not giving respect to anybody. Rashard Smith, they're giving 40 points. You know, he could be a league winner. None of that's factored in. All right, I got to go, my boy. I'll see you later, Johnny. I appreciate you. Johnny to the moon.
Hey, thank you, brother. I got one last request, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What I would really like to see is if you could pull up some of your drafts where you had really good drafts and some of your drafts where you had bad drafts, and where you're not in Snipe City, ones you've done by yourself, and just talk about like different draft positions and be like, could have done better here by doing this. This is what I like about it and stuff. I think that will be a big help for a lot of us who, especially if you're doing it in different draft positions.
Yeah, I'll be doing what I'm going to be doing is how to dominate each draft selection. So those will be coming. Those videos are coming this week. But here, let me give you an example of I'm just pulling one or two of them. When people say that you shouldn't draft early, drafting early, it's bad, and injuries. Like whenever someone comes in the chat and says this is why you don't draft early, like a conservative Caleb, like a scared Scotty that he is. Let me show you a reason why you do draft early. These are just two random teams. I got a boatload. I'm just grabbing two of them. I don't even know which ones these are. Hold on. There's this one, and then there's this one.
When you say draft early, when were these?
Henderson was in the 60s. Travis Hunter was at 43 in one of them, and Rashee Rice was at 23 and 1. So these particular ones, this was not super long ago because Rice was in the 20s when one of these went down. And then I'll pull up another one where Hunter's is before the NFL draft. I'll pull up one before the NFL draft. So this one, you got Mahomes, I got Dak, I got Cam Ward. Oh, that one's word. This is the mess up one where I had all my quarterbacks on by week 10. I autoed. But still, look at some of the players on it, like Achane, Kyren, Henderson at the 60s. Tootin, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Hunter at 43. Maybe this isn't the one this is not the one this is the one. Kyren, Harvey, Hendy. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I might have grabbed the wrong one. CD Rice, Worthy, Mims. These might be recent. Henderson at 64, though, is great. Like, look at Harvey at 58, Henderson at 64, Kyren at 33, Mahomes and Bo Nix, CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Worthy, Travis Kelce. That one's not bad. These aren't the ones that I wanted to show, though. Hold on, let me find them. The ones I wanted to show were pre-NFL draft. I got so many to go through, though. Hold on. Where are they at? Here's one. Travis Hunter, Kyren. Yeah, like this one's crazy. I'm trying to find this one specific one. I was looking at them last night. And it's funny because I'll star them and put like, a bunch of emojis next to them. Like one I put like crowns and eggplant emojis and everything. And I'm like, oh, this one's going to be good. And I pull it up and it's like not what I thought. It's like, this one's all right. Like, so you never know what you're going to see. This one here, Nix, Dak, Penix Jr., Shador. It's a 1 QB, by the way. This is probably Best Ball Mania. Gibbs, Kyren, Monty, Harris. I was drafted Najee then. He was good value. This is before the NFL draft. So he was, at this moment, the projected starter. Blake Corum was the cuff to Kyren at the time. See how I'm not drafting Hunter. Sean Tucker. And then I have Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Debo, then Travis Hunter. So 109, pick 99 was Travis Hunter. I got Kyle Pitts. Like, it's just like some of these. And so what I was doing is going through last night trying to find the ideal land. Because some of these, you got like the Corum, the Najee, and you're like, damn it, I was so close. Like, where's the one that has Hunter, Harvey, and Hendy? And if I could find that Harvey one, I'll pull it up here. Harvey was like in, I want to say, pick 69, I think it was. Yeah, this is the one. This is a best ball, or this is a super flex, I believe. Let me just see. My super flex. My my highest finishes, like when I've won like $1,000 prizes or whatever, whether it's 5 or 3 or whatever, like a handful of those like type of drafts, they're usually have been super flex. I've done really well in super flex. So here's the super flex draft: Burrow in 4, Cam Ward at 52. Then I got Achane, Harvey, Caleb Johnson, Charbonnet, Benson, Brashard Smith, BT, Drake London, Travis Hunter, Igbuka, Sam Laporta, likely Jonnu Smith. That's unreal. I mean, BTJ, London, Hunter, Igbuka with Harvey, Achane. Like, that one's awesome. Burrow, Cam, I like that one a lot. I'm trying to find a specific one, though. There's a crazy one.
So, I admittedly, I've missed a lot of shows lately. Like, I was actually in an accident while listening to your show, and I've been out of work for about 10 days now. I got rear-ended on the highway, and yeah, I'm hospital ride I'm good though. I'm good now.
Right?
I whiplash. Yeah, whiplash. But I've seen Corum doing really well. You think that Hunter's going to beat him out?
Maybe eventually.
Like,
can I ask a question? I don't mean to make light. You're okay, so this is kind of a making light of it. But when you got hit, was I still playing? like after the crash, did you still hear me talking the whole time, or did I turn off?
No, I had to call 911 and I turned it off.
Oh, but
you were during the crash. I actually tried to call you. This was August. You said phone lines are open. August 6th, and I called you, and your phone, and you didn't answer. It just rang and rang and rang and rang and rang and rang, and I'm like, maybe his phone lines are messed up. So then I just didn't. I called back, I think, a couple times. You didn't answer, so I just thought something was up with your phone lines. And then I was in Orange County, California, up by Disneyland when I left work, and then I was down in San Diego when I got hit. So this was quite a ways after. This was at 3:00 actually. You were doing a live at like 2:00, and around 3:00 I got hit. I got rear-ended while I was stopped in traffic.
Well, you're okay though. You're okay. Before I make more light of it, you're okay. Like, there's no like missing pinky toe or something. You're good. Okay.
Yeah, and just so you know, my personality, I love a good joke, dude. You can make life anytime.
So then paint me the picture. So you get hit. It was so bad you need to call 911, and he's okay. So it's okay to make light of this. Was I still playing though when the airbags were off? Did you still hear me screaming in the background or something? Like, I'm just trying to picture. Was I going? Hey, you're talking.
No, you were definitely playing during the accident. Yeah.
No.
What? Still playing.
Still playing. The airbags go off. I'm still talking. And you're like, "Shut up! I need to call now."
Yeah, there were no airbags. They hit me from behind, and it didn't make my airbags go off.
And you're trying to say, like, "Stop talking! I need to call somebody." You're trying to swipe the app out, like, stop! Like, this is stressful, and I'm sitting here riding somebody on the phone line. That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Johnny to the moon.
I'll email you a picture of it.
Okay, real quickly. Here's this team. Here's this team real quickly. This is a 1 QB. Mahomes, Bo Nix, Kyron Williams, RJ Harvey at pick 53, Henderson at pick 68, Charbonnet, J.K. Dobbins, Brashard Smith, CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy. Like, that's a pretty good one. Travis Kelce, but that's not the one.
I don't like it. I love it.
Love it. Bro, how do you get Mahomes, Bo Nix, Kyron Harvey, Hendy, CD, Rice, and Worthy, Mims, Pat Bryant? The only thing I don't have is Evan Ingram here. I was drafting Kelce with Mahomes more than my Evan Ingram, Bo Nix stack, so I wish I could go back and swap that out. Although Kelce, he's still good.
Came in and they don't like him playing fantasy, but he had to take a leak. Like, there's just people are busy and they're out of something,
All right, Johnny, appreciate you, bro.
Right on, bro. Take care, man.
Later. Super chats, I'm going to get to these in 1 second. Let me just clear the phone line off. Rock out, final thoughts, and then over to Indy Joe for final thoughts, even though he just called. Phone line's going to close. I can't believe I was playing why his crash, like, boom, and then it's like, he said no airbag, so you need to look into that. Maybe it's an old historic car. But he crashes, and then he's trying to find the phone down at the bottom of the floor. And I'm only making light because he's okay. And I'm just going, and what are you talking about? He's trying to get the phone. It's like probably at the bottom by his feet or on the passenger side on the floor. He's reaching over trash. He's got a McDonald's bag crumbled up, reaching for the phone. And I'm just blaring. That would be probably the best commercial. This team is fire. This team is straight up fire. Look at this squad one more time. This is an older draft. Not that old, but it was Trey Henderson, 68 overall. So Mahomes, Nix, Kyron, Harvey, Henderson, Sharps, J.K., Brashard Smith, Lamb, Rice, Worthy. And Rice was going at pick 20 at this point. You can see the pick right there. Worthy and Rice, Mims, unbelievable. Go ahead, rock out real quickly.
Yeah, with Henderson at like 64 on sleeper, what place would you take him, and what's the responsible reach if you have to reach for him?
Hendy? I don't know. You'd have to look at the suggested rank. I think any platform, if you took him as your third drafted player, I think if you're smart, like I've told people, I want to make a video on this maybe tomorrow. But if you're smart about it and you take him in round 3, you have to land this 4th round pick. If you're going to reach for Hendy here, then this round 3 pick has to be somebody you could argue belongs in 3. The guy you pick at 4. If you can accomplish that, you're essentially swapping these two. When someone makes a bad pick in round 3, like let's say they take Chuba Hubbard in 3. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, Hubbard's good, but why are you taking him in 3? And then in 4, they get like JSN. And it's like, okay, now all of a sudden you could swap those and it'd be perfect. You're good. That's what you need to be able to say. If you can arguably say, damn, you got JSN right here, or Garrett Wilson. If you can get Garrett Wilson in 4, G Willie, and then you get Hendy in 3, now you're okay because you can literally swap those and I would love it. So you're good. The reach paid off. But if you go Ted McMillan here in 4, not only did you reach on Hendy, but you reached on your 4th round pick, and now you're screwed. So it's okay to reach, but you have to gift wrap it right. Johnny, appreciate the super chat. My boy sent the pick in the email. Thank you. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, but I'll look at it. Here, I'll look at it live. Hold on, you guys will see my reaction. Let's see, John. Let's help with his photos. Let's see here. It's downloading. I'll come back to it in a second. Go ahead, rock out. Last question, then I got to roll.
I was saying because right now he's at sleeper. He's at pick 64 ADP, and Harvey 63 one pick before him.
To be frank, and this was after his first preseason game, I took on sleeper. I was able to get Travis Hunter, right here. Or Trevion Henderson at 4.9, and that was to be safe. I didn't want anybody to snipe him, so his ADP was in the 5 range. So you're not wrong; it's different, but I don't know if it climbed since the last game. Probably did. I'd say you get him in mid 4 before someone gets cute and takes him, no matter what the ADP says. All right, got to go rock out. Call him tomorrow. Appreciate you.
All right, cool.
Indy Joe, you got 10, 15 seconds. I'm so sorry, but hit me with your question.
Damn. Okay, real quick. I got basically 2 teams that I just drafted in my 2 grandma leagues. I just want to know which team you think is better. I'm just going to name off the starters.
Right, hold on 1 second. Johnny, that's neck brace and all, bro. It's a picture of him in the bed, and then his car is just... It looks like you say you got hit from behind, but clearly there's damage to the front, so you must have went straight into the car in front of you, obviously. Damn, bro. I hope you're all right.
Dang.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Indy Joe. All right, hit me as quick as you can.
Yeah, so I basically had 2 strategies. I went wide receiver heavy in one, and then a running back on the other. I just want to know which one you think is better. So first one, I had Jamar Chase in the first round,
Drake London the second, Bucky, and then Kyron.
Come on.
As my 2 running backs.
Come on,
Garrett
bro.
Wilson.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett Wilson, Patrick Mahomes as my QB, and then Sam Laporta.
not even. It's too stacked. I'm not even proud of you. Go ahead. What's the second one?
And so my second one was Bijan, Bucky, Chase Brown. Chase Brown was my flex, and then I had Ladd, McConkey, and Marvin Harrison Jr. as my wide receivers.
Probably
and Josh
team
Allen.
one.
I just want to know which one you think.
Probably team 1, but like you went into a grade school and played on the 8-foot hoops and dunked on all the kids, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one that listens to your show out of the league, man, and
I don't think they listen.
They don't know.
They listen to anything. So,
Yeah.
or maybe they listen too much to the other guy. But yeah, damn, bro.
Yeah, they listen to a lot of the ESPN fantasy.
That's a crazy
fantasy talk.
That's a crazy team.
Yeah. But so you think the wide receiver strategy is better or the running back strategy?
I think read the first one off again. You had Lamb or Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Chase, London,
and
then I had Bucky and Kyron.
Yeah.
And then I had Garrett Wilson in my flex.
Yeah, that
Patrick
team.
as my QB.
I like that team more, but honestly, man, I mean, it's like asking me, do I like a full ounce of gold, or do I like, an equivalent amount of silver? And more of it.
Okay, last question though. As far as your AFC division winners, who do you have out of the 4 winning?
Well,
because I'm about to place a big bet on.
Wait, what conference did you ask?
AFC and NFC.
Yeah, so I got Buffalo. This should be accurate the way I put it. So Buffalo, KC, Bengals, Jaguars. I think Denver could win the division though, so I'm a little bit, but I just think KC is
Yeah, I'm really starting to like Denver too.
I think Denver is still the number 1 or 2, like high wild card seed. If you put Denver in 2 of the other, maybe all the other divisions, they'd be the number 1 team. So we're talking about 2 massively well playing teams in KC and Denver. Like maybe the top 2 teams in the AFC, and they're in the same division, so one of them can't win the division. I'm going to say so Buffalo, KC, Bengals, Jaguars, or Denver wins the division. And then Washington, LA. Now, I understand that there's, from the NFC, I understand there's concern with Stafford, and I get it. So you got to factor that in. But you're also, if you don't pick them and Stafford stays healthy, you're screwed there. It's risk any way you look at it. The Cardinals, I don't know are ready, although anybody could crawl to the finish if LA doesn't have Stafford. But Stetson Bennett, I'm kind of excited for. I just don't know if he's going to be a division winner. He might just be very good and looks good. San Francisco, I think, falls apart. Seattle might be the wild card best team.
Yeah.
I guess if you wanted to
I
go
really
safe,
like Seattle's defensive line. They're stacked there.
I mean, Milroe's going to be fantastic. Charbonnet looks unbelievable. JSN's a baller. Horton's amazing. So I guess I would say LA, but if you want to go safe because it's high risk, maybe Seattle. Detroit still wins the division, in my opinion, even though they have struggles a lot. I think it's fight for the bottom and for Chicago and Green Bay. I think the Vikings give Detroit a run for the money. I think the Falcons win the division. However, it'll be a close battle between, I think, the Panthers and the Bucks. But so it's gonna be the Falcons and then the Bucks, the Vikings, and the Eagles. The Bucks, the Eagles, and then the last wild card spots between the Cowboys and the Vikings.
Okay.
The Broncos, the Ravens, and a battle between the Chargers, the Jets, and maybe even the Titans. The Steelers, I don't think to make the playoffs. I think the Raiders are going to surprise a lot of people. People are just out of their mind acting like the Raiders have no shot. Like, they've such a large amount of talent. They've changed everything, and everyone's judging them. No one knows how good Genty really is. And Brock Bowers.
He turned into freaking beast mode.
People don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're saying. To even suggest that they can't fight for the third wild card spot is just ridiculous. Goggles this thick. Oh, I hate the Raiders. You hear what this guy said? The Raiders are so bad last year. Go live in last year's world. Like, you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, after seeing Genty's second preseason game, man, he just looks.
I don't mean to rush you off, but I'm exhausted, so I'm going to hang up on you. I appreciate you very much, Indy Joe. Call in tomorrow, my boy. Appreciate you. I just got to get out of here. we got 352 in the building on the entire video with the ex Twitter viewers. We got 534. Please, all my Twitter ex people, come on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. We could use you. I don't go live. If you're watching this long right now at freaking, 3:12 a.m. Eastern, you obviously like what you're seeing. So get on over to the YouTube channel, because I do not go live on X every show. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell notifications. If you guys don't know when I go live and you miss it, turn the bell notifications on. Hit the bell. Turn it on all live streams. And then if you still aren't getting all the notifications, because YouTube will sometimes throttle it because they think they know it's good for you. Like, this guy might not watch YouTube anymore if he gets another notification from this guy. And so you might not get it. Get on over to my Patreon, because my Patreon is just $10 a month. Try it for 1 month during the best time to try it, when you can get trade advice and draft analysis, just going into a live chat. It's the YouTube live chat group, basically over on the app. 365, 24/7, canceling times. Forego 1 cup of coffee and just get it, and then cancel it if you don't like it. Get on over there and try that. Don't forget, if you need rankings, bold predictions, trade calculators, my content site is thefantasyfootballshow.com. Pretty easy to remember, right? Here's the link to that if you want to get year-round rankings and bold predictions. Click this bad boy right here. Let me drop that in the live chat here. Where is that? Here we go. Want bold rankings and predictions. Boom, there it is. All these links are in the description of the video as well. So at any point, if you want to come find these links, just go to any video and go to the description. You'll see links to all that, including to my amazing sponsors like theattic.shop. The Underdog link is in there. Minimum $10 deposit. They'll match your first deposit 50%. If you want to draft like we did tonight and you want to be prepared this time, click the link now and just sign up real quickly. And it's only a $10 minimum. I'll see you all later. Don't forget, I'm live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. That means tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Live whenever big news breaks. So noon, I'll probably go live. At 3, I'll probably go live. Whatever. I go live whenever big news breaks. We had 2 live streams today on breaking news. And I'm live most midnights, like tonight, like we're doing right now, to draft with you on Underdog. Promo code Smitty. Link in description. Link dropped in the live chat. Link pinned in the live chat. Code Smitty gets it done. I'll see you all later. Another 2 hour and 40-minute show in the books. See you all tomorrow.
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football.
Thank you all, my super chatters. Thank you, everybody that dropped super chats earlier too.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates, locations on Earth and Jupiter.
But the continuum of the gigawatt component structure of Jahmyr Gibbs' workload divide has a megawatt offload that if you compartmentalize the component conjunction timekeeper and you flux capacitor out the continuum component megabolt, things just end up happening. And that's why Jahmyr Gibbs is a top 5 to 10 running back instead of top 6.
Mr. London, what seems to be the problem? I've been a little off. Can't seem to get things going, if you know what I mean. I think I have just the thing for you, Mr. London.
Someone said I missed their these 2 super chats. I'm sorry. Noka and Aaron, are you both here? Aaron, I'm sorry, bro. Do you mind answering that? Yes, here we go. You still here, bro? Aaron, stay here. Noka, are you still here? My bad. Rate my team. 12 team. This is from Noka. 1 flex. Jaden Daniels, Gibbs, Williams, Kyron Williams, I assume. Devontae Smith, Higgins, Kelsey, Pearsall, Mason, Sharps, and Algier Buka Marks. Okay. I like that that team. Jaden Daniels, Gibbs, Kyron, Devontae Smith. I think the only thing I'm wanting is a little beefier wide receiver 1. So like a Higgins and Mason at some point. Charbonnet might gain some value. Love Buka. So I don't mind taking one of those wide receivers, whether it's Devontae Smith or Higgins, and trading them off with Mason or Sharps. You just might need to wait on Sharps. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I'm going to yours next. Noka, you still here? Hope you're still here. I would say, like, yeah, Sharps, wait on Sharps, let him gain some value. And maybe, maybe you want to trade Kyron or something for an elite receiver. It's always possible as well. But I'd definitely try and, maneuver now. Pearsall and let's call it Mason, Pearsall, Higgins, Mason, all 3 of them, or just 2 of them, to get that slightly better wide receiver. And who do I like? Garrett Wilson fits the bill. MHJ, those are probably the 2 most underrated wide receiver 1 capable players that will cost you the least amount of money. Noka, I don't know if you're still here, man. Aaron says, just had my 2nd draft today. What do you think? Baker, May. Yeah, Baker's just so underrated. It sucks when you're like, yeah, because he's so good. He had 41 touchdowns last year. Why am I saying that? I mean, he's great. Genty, Hendy, Harvey, JCM, Mason, Lamb, London, Hunter, Buka. Come on. Ingram, absolute fire. I mean, maybe I'm trying to upgrade Baker just a little bit if I can. But, bro, it's possible that team is... It's great. I don't think there's any need to do anything. But if you were to, let's say JCM or Mason gets a tremendous value, now all of a sudden you can, and Ridley and JCM, Ridley and Mason. I mean, Ridley would be a good piece to keep, but he'd also be a great piece to trade. You got Lamb in London. I am trying to turn Ridley and JCM or Ridley and Mason, once there's value, into a slightly better London capable player like you have there. Lamb, London, BTJ or something like that. But Hunter I love too. And if you can only start 3 wide receivers, then maybe you're going to upgrade Harvey into a Genty level player, even though I do love Harvey. Or you just go quarterback upgrading. But really, Aaron, you don't have to do a thing. Probably better to stand pat than to do anything at all at this point, unless the right offer comes along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the other guy bounced. Pete. No. I think that's No Cap 24. I called him Noka, but No Cap 24, I guess, is what your name is. If you're still there, bro, let me know. All right. See you all tomorrow. Thank you to my moderators, Travis, Blackbeard, Space Ricky, Sick Nasty, Vampy, DeBalt. Appreciate you all. I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. That is 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm live whenever big news breaks, and I'm also live midnights like this show. Literally almost every single night. See you all later. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. I'm out of here. Deuce.